right. Yeah, I know. Surprise, surprise. I'm live. What's up, people? Hmm. Howdy, howdy, everyone. Bible Guy coming at you live from Northeast Texas. Everyone, make sure you tap that screen, share the live with those you love, with those you hate, with your friends and with your enemies. Let's get the word out there so we can have some interesting conversations. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Fat Jesus Resurrection. Hello, Street House Family, Dan Blackroyd, Chrissy Guard. Hello to everybody. And to all you lovely people over on YouTube. Hello all to Silva Fett, Agnostic Z, Mad Hatter, Espresso. I just felt like going live because I felt like I needed it today. I'm a little bit low, aren't I? Look, I should fix that. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Now, let's see if we can get anyone who's willing to give us a good reason why I should be a Christian. How was church yesterday, Dalton? Didn't go. Because ignorance is bliss. I don't know. Why should I be a Christian? Because ignorance is bliss. I don't know about all that. Tiny Science, howdy, partner. What's up? Everyone, make sure you're tapping that screen. Tapping is clapping. Don't forget that. You want to get us out into the algorithm. How be things? They be okay. And my headphones just died, so give me a second while I get on a new pair of headphones. Check. No audio. Great. Input. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Can hear now. Fantastic. Anyways, my week's been pretty mid. Nice to see you all though. Sorry, I can't count. Let's see. But if you're a Christian, you'd like to come up and give me a reason why I should be a Christian, feel free to request up and let's have a conversation. I'm Dalton the Bible Guy, atheist, who talks about the Bible. It's only Monday. Oh, like this past week has been mid. That's what I meant. Not just this week being the past 2 days. Christian turned atheist. Yep, that's me. I hope you all enjoyed my little TikTok that I uploaded last night for you guys. I told you I would do it. Leather chair, check. Potted plant, check. Wood paneling, check. Haircut, check. Take my whole heart too. And then I got Born Again Atheist who commented on my videos recently, which was pretty cool. So I guess I've made it. Hey, look, Ma, I made it. You would be a better Muslim? No, I don't like kids. I mean, kids are fine. Like, I would love to have a daughter one day, but I'm like not for like fucking kids or making apologetics for fucking kids. So that's a no-go on the Islam for me. Hello, sorry for barging in, but why did you transition from a Christian to an atheist? I became unconvinced that Christianity was true through studying the Bible. I also respect women too much to be a Muslim. I would never strike a woman, ever, without her consent. All right. I'm going to bring up Sargon. Sargon, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
What pronouns do you go by?
Do you hear the sound of my voice?
Yeah, but that doesn't tell me what your pronouns are.
What the fuck do you think I am? If
I think
you know
you're...
I'm a man by the sound of my voice.
I don't know that.
What pronouns do you think I am, dumbass?
It?
You're a son of a bitch, ain't you?
No, don't talk about my mother that way. Now,
I think she dropped you on your fucking head.
Ooh, someone's big mad. Someone's big mad because they don't like the way that English grammar works. So anyways, I'll just keep asking you until you...
Don't call a person...
Anyways, what pronouns do you go by?
You don't call a person...
Hey, you can try with me, and we can show him how it's done. Show her how it's done.
You don't call a...
Yeah, Lathe, what pronouns do you go by?
I go by she, her.
Oh, that was so easy. Ask me, Lathe.
Hey, Dalton, what up? Hey, shut up, Sargon. Hey, Dalton, what pronouns do you go by?
I go by he, him. Thank you for asking me, Lathe.
Absolutely. Thank you for telling me.
She's a fuck.
Notice how neither me nor Lathe crashed out like a little wuss. Why don't you gird your loins and stop being afraid of just answering simple questions? Like, I don't talk to people who don't answer my questions. So you can either answer the question or I'll get rid of your dumbass. Which one would you prefer?
Bro, you're a fucking fruitcake faggot.
Oh, and the slurs. Typical
That's
Christian.
Adorable. Do you want to be in heaven with him? Or her, or it, or they?
Yeah, they're so emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was adorable. Right off the bat.
Yeah. Well, Sargon, I'm afraid you won't be able to share your delusions with me now that you refuse to answer questions. I don't talk to people who don't answer questions. Sargon's live content contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. Indeed, they do. Indeed, they do. Sorry, bud, like, you're not making anyone a Christian by crashing out and also using slurs on people. Like, Lay, do they think that we'll want to become more Christian by them like demonstrating that they're bad people?
I think it's a like if they insult and berate us enough that we'll just finally give up and go, okay, I guess you're right.
Well, I'm far more stubborn than they are. And speaking of which, here we go. Yeah, indeed. From let me pull out my
At Desolation Alley with a $5 pronoun fail number 1.
guys. It's either Christianity or English grammar, but you can't have both. Apparently.
What's really upsetting is that they know what you're asking, and they're intentionally being pieces of shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's like if you don't know, you can always tell if someone doesn't know because they go, "What do you mean?" And then you tell them, and then they answer, and you move on.
Yeah.
It's very pathetic, actually.
Did you enjoy my content I put out yesterday?
I did. It wasn't. I next time I request a little bit more volume, a little bit more passion. But it was very nice. You have a very lovely singing voice, Mr.
All right.
Elvis.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Singh, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You have to answer my 3 questions if you want to get to talk to me. Question number 1, are you at least 18 years old? Let's hope they don't crash out. Hello, Mr. Singh. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
And what pronouns do you go by?
I don't go by any pronouns.
Could
I
you
don't know what that.
could you say that again without using pronouns?
I guess no.
So what pronouns do you go by?
I don't affiliate with anything like that. I don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
Here, I'm gonna ask you a question. If I was driving down the street, I'm driving and I drive past you and I look at you and say, I don't drive cars, what would you think about me?
I guess that I don't understand. That he doesn't understand.
Yeah, and if I have someone who walks up to me and goes, I, which is a pronoun, I don't use pronouns, they would look pretty silly, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So what third person pronoun do you go by, like, so my audience can refer to you accurately?
I'll just say this, I'm a male. Okay, that's it.
Male is not a pronoun in the English language. Would they say he went to the store, she went to the store, or they went to the store?
Probably he, right? Yeah, he.
Okay. And are you a Christian?
No.
What are you?
Free.
Do you believe in a God?
Yes.
Are you Muslim?
No.
Are you Jewish?
No.
What is the name of your
Scientologist.
what is the name of your God?
The truth.
Well, you're not. What here? I'm
Do
going
you actually want to have a conversation?
right here. I've tested your ability
Yeah,
to
I wanna have a
understand.
conversation.
I've tested your ability to understand English grammar. Now I'm going to test your literacy. What does it say above my head?
What does it say about your head?
Above my head.
Above your head.
Mhm.
Why should I be a Christian?
And what does that question insinuate about the kind of person I'm asking to come up and talk to me?
You're insinuating that a Christian should come and speak to you. But what defines a Christian?
And are you a Christian? You already said.
No.
All right. Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ. Hi, Equality.
Hey, how's it going? Also, why is it like 21 questions with what God do you worship?
Because they're embarrassed.
They're right to be embarrassed.
It's crazy. But also, thank you for inspiring me to go live today. I was starting to feel a little bit not loopy, down. So I decided to go live so I can hang out with my friends. And by the way, we got here
Pronoun fail number 2 from Desolation Alley with the $5.
I know, it's
I'm
like
glad that you went live. You do have, I don't know if it's just me though, you do have an echo.
That's just us.
oh yeah, wait a minute. Here, let me fix that. Easy fix.
We're special on panel.
Boom. Fixed. There you go.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
that's nice.
But it is fixed.
Yeah.
For any of the theists that are watching, Bible Guy basically made a prophecy and then committed to that prophecy and fulfilled it. If you're going to worship someone, it might as well be someone that can actually keep their word.
That is true. User WH says Jesus is king. Nope, he's dead. You can't be a king if you're dead. That is like how that works. I don't know a single dead guy.
He's
that's
not
a
even
king.
an ex-king. He was never a king.
Yeah, not even a candidate. Provide the chapter and verse that says Jesus was king and ruled in Israel. Well, here's the thing, Silver. He was spiritually a king. He spiritually ruled in heaven. And yeah, all that nonsense. Dalton, Idaho, the true Quistats Haderach.
He's Exarach from June.
I know what Haderach means, the way, in Hebrew. I don't know what Quistats means.
I forget what it means in the book.
Wait, what book?
Dune, Kwisatz Haderach.
Oh, it's a Dune thing.
Yes.
I bet it's a reference because in Hebrew, Haderech means the way. And Quistats looks a lot like Christos. I don't know, which is Greek.
Let's just roll with it.
Yeah. Nico Brian says, so buy incense without actual proof. The Bible is a hoax, correct? The Bible is a hoax is not the term I would necessarily use. It's mythology with a sprinkling of some historical things here and there, but mostly mythology. And then another super chat here from
At Lega with the $2. Can't be a king and dead. Someone's on a 40K fan.
40K. What's 40K?
A game.
It's a game. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. Unless we're like going with the rule that if you're like a Lich King, and the Lich is like an undead, like is that what we're referring to here?
Warhammer 40K.
Warhammer 40K. So maybe it was a Lich King. All right, we got here Joseph. Joseph, I'm going to ask you 3 questions, and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
And what pronouns do you go by?
I go by the pronouns he, him.
All right. And are you a Christian?
Yes, my religion is Christianity, correct.
Okay. And my question for you is, why should I be a Christian?
Can you say that again, please? I couldn't hear you.
Why should I be a Christian?
You should be a Christian because it's the true religion.
Prove that it is the true religion.
Yeah, I mean, we can get straight into that if you want. First of all, are you an atheist already? Or?
Yeah, I'm an atheist.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a religion. I thought it was a Jew or something. But okay, cool. You're an atheist.
Yeah, atheist, not Jewish.
Was you always an atheist, or?
No, I used to be a Christian.
Oh, you used to be a Christian.
Yeah.
What's your favorite like cologne, like perfume?
My favorite cologne? I guess I got one right now I like. It's Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss? That's like for teenagers, man. You need to upgrade.
Well, sadly, I don't have anyone to wear it for, so irrespective of that, that has nothing to do with whether or not Christianity is true. So why should I think Christianity is true?
Yeah, I mean, there's many different, and I'm sure you would probably agree, is that there's...
That's about
That's
accurate.
not how I feel about it too, Joseph. I'll be honest.
That is the most compelling argument for Christianity I've ever heard, to be fair.
You
Anyway,
could get some good naps in church if your mom didn't wake you up.
yeah, if you're Catholic though, you can't really get a nap in church. They make you stand up and sit down too much.
I'm sorry, man. There's just not one argument you guys would believe anyway. So what's the point? Right?
I mean, if you're just admitting you have bad arguments, that's fine.
Yeah, like
No,
do you
no, I
mean to
have- I
say that
have
you
arguments.
recognize no argument you present is convincing?
I have arguments, but you're just not going to believe it. So we're just wasting each
You
other's
don't
time.
care
right?
if we go to hell? You're just
But we're-
totally fine with that?
You don't
But it
even
doesn't mean
try.
you're just accepting
You have
that
free
they're bad
will. If you
arguments.
choose to go
Oh,
there,
I don't have
that's
free
up
will.
to
I
you.
don't.
Not
Oh, I
up
don't.
to
Okay, I
me.
choose not to go there.
Wait. I don't have free will. To be clear, and beliefs aren't choices. You don't choose what you believe, unless I have a way that you could prove me wrong on that right now. Would you like to engage?
Let's imagine there.
No.
Yeah.
Would you like to
let's
prove me?
imagine there was no.
Yeah. Wait. Would you like to prove me wrong that you can choose what you believe? Because I have a challenge that could demonstrate to me that you can choose what you believe.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to choose
go.
to believe right now that you are on fire and receiving 3rd-degree burns.
30-degree burns.
3rd-degree burns.
Oh, 3rd-degree burns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it. I want you to believe it right now.
I mean, that's not what hell is, though.
No, I didn't ask about. I'm not talking about hell. You said that we choose to not believe in Christianity, but beliefs aren't choices. But if you want me to believe that beliefs are choices, then I want you to choose right now to believe that you are currently right now on fire and receiving 3rd-degree burns.
I genuinely want to have a conversation with you, but
Are
you
you-
need to be on that level of
I am-
integrity, you know?
I
He's
am well
engaging in
above.
a conversation and you're not responding.
Yeah,
It's a silly
it's not
it's a
silly.
silly
It's not-
conquest, you know?
It's not silly. It's
not-
easily pointing out that you can't believe something that you know to not be true.
Yeah.
So your body won't let you believe that you're on fire because you know it's not true.
In the same way, like, I'm not convinced that Christianity is true, so I can't choose to believe in it or not to believe in it. Beliefs are not things that we choose.
Okay. I'm actually a scientist, so I can actually
No, you're
dive.
not.
What kind of
What-
scientist? What kind of scientist?
Yeah, so I live in the UK. I'm not sure if you guys heard of the NHS before.
NHS? I've heard of the National Health, what is it, Society, so something like that? Yeah, what about it?
Service. Yeah. So yeah, I work for
Yeah.
them.
What does this have to
We-
do with
we're
what I
currently-
You do
said
as a
about?
scientist.
Wait a minute. What does this
Yeah,
have?
we're kinda-
What you're pivoting? What does this have to do with whether or not you're able to choose your beliefs?
Oh no! I'm just telling you my credentials, so you know
I-
who I'm talking to.
I don't care about your credentials. I want to know whether or not I can choose. I mean, I've made a statement to you. I would like you to respond to that statement, not talk about your
You
credentials.
just said, imagine if I was burning. Like, what do you? Okay, now what?
I don't care about your
Were you able to
credentials.
do it? Were you able to change what you believed by choosing to believe it?
Okay, yes, I genuinely believe.
Then
that
why aren't you
us
yelling right
hu-
now
You would be yelling and screaming and wailing.
and
You
calling
didn't.
911? You wouldn't be on a call with us right now if you really believed that you were on fire.
I've actually got other scientists in the other room. I would look crazy.
Please stop with the scientist
Well, no,
crap and
it
just
doesn't.
engage
No,
with the
a person
conversation
who's
that's
on
happening.
a person who's on fire doesn't care if they look crazy when they start yelling. That would only be a concern of yours if you actually didn't believe that you were on fire. So that tells me that you actually don't believe that you're on fire right now.
Okay, my girlfriend is a therapist.
I don't care.
Why do you keep telling us random shit about your life?
Anyways, I got another person waiting to come up. We'll talk to Period. Period, I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
All right. What pronouns do you go by?
He, them. Yeah,
And
yep.
and are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right. Why should I be a Christian, Period?
Why should you?
Yeah.
Are you an atheist?
Yeah. So why should I be a Christian?
You can be whatever you want.
No, but if I'm the kind of person who wants to believe as many true things as possible, why should I be a Christian?
Have you explored, like, you personally, have you done, I mean, you might have done like research and looked up stuff on the internet, but like, have you gone to these churches or whatnot?
I used to go to church almost every day.
What'd you grow up as? Like,
I grew up Protestant, but I ended up going to Catholicism at one point.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
So why should I be a Christian?
Why should you?
That has nothing to do with the question.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a Christian.
Oh my God. What's wrong with my guests today? Are they all brain dead? Like
you saw the background. You joined the live.
I've seen your panel many a times. I know what you do on the daily. I just look by like for 1 minute.
What does it say?
Okay, this guy's just rage baiting.
Hush.
I can tell you have this page just to get.
I know it might seem like rage bait to you.
You get more views. It's okay.
I know it might seem like rage bait to you because you don't have any rebuttal to the things I have to say, and that makes you angry. Yeah, like when Christianity gets absolutely demolished on my live. By the way, I turned down my headphones so I can't hear you talking, so you won't be able to interrupt me while I'm talking. But yeah, it's not rage bait. This is general, like actual deconstruction work, and it's useful for helping people who are actually curious individuals.
You're not going to be the last.
Deconstruct from their harmful views. But you don't seem to be that kind of person.
You joined a live.
In fact, you don't seem to be very literate at all. If you couldn't read the sign above my head and couldn't realize that the kind of person, and they ran away.
So they joined a live that said, why should be a Christian? Couldn't give a reason, and then just called this rage bait.
Yeah, they're the only person rage baiting at that point.
I mean, to be fair, they did have someone that joined up that wasn't a Christian.
Yeah, to be fair, they did.
So I don't know which is worse.
To be experiencing a lot of rage. Dear Theus in the comment section, just to be clear, that gentleman who was a Christian joined the live, could not provide a single reason why someone ought to be a Christian, then just called the host, suggested that they're just doing this for views and rage, and then dropped. Profound.
Nobody who, their name is quite accurate, they are nobody, said you can't debate outside using the mute button. There are tons of guests that I don't have to touch the mute button at all. And they're wonderful conversations. But if you're the kind of person who like overtalks me or refuses to answer my questions and just starts pivoting, then yeah, I'm going to use the mute button on you because I have to put you in your place. You don't have house training, so I have to give you house training.
Also, nobody, were you disappointed that he didn't get to just spew his hard-hitting argument of this is just rage bait and I have no reasons why you should be a Christian? Like, you're defending that person's behavior and saying that the Bible guy just muted him when you watched his behavior of just crashing out and refusing to engage with the content.
It's like that person I knew in high school that liked to have sex with clowns. Fucking bonkers. All this says is a rage blade due to it being bad faith questions. No, I haven't asked a single bad faith question. And it's not rage blading for sure. All right.
Rage blade is definitely the weapon of someone in a anime somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo.
Okay, we have here Kafir Infidel. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, sir.
What pronouns do you go by?
I'm a male.
So what pronouns do you go by?
Default settings, bro.
There is no such thing as a default setting when it comes to pronouns. Pronouns are given to us and we give them to ourselves.
By who?
We're not born with them. So what pronouns do you
give
typically
you a pronoun.
go by?
Wait, who gives you pronouns?
I can
Society.
give you one.
That's just kind of weird. I feel like your pronouns are.
Was I born with my pronouns?
Sex,
was I born with my pronouns tattooed to my ass?
What sex are you?
What is irrelevant? Pronouns have nothing to do with your sex.
Very much relevant.
It's not.
Very much relevant.
So here's the thing. I don't talk to people who don't answer my questions. Are you going to answer my question, or do I need to drop you?
Okay, for sure. I'm a he.
There you go. I knew we could get there eventually. And are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Obviously. So why should I be a Christian?
Yeah. So in Christianity, gluttony is a sin, so you won't be fat.
Well, I'm exercising. I'm changing my diet, but also I don't give a shit what's a sin in Christianity.
And also, when he asked you why you should follow Christianity, you just said if you follow it, you won't be this thing. But loads of Christians are fat.
Yeah, loads of Christians are fat. And there are tons of atheists who are like in really great shape. So that was a shit argument. I think what you wanted to actually say was the reason you should become a Christian is, and then I'm going to insult you. Do you think insulting people is going to be a good way? Hush.
No.
Yeah, hush. Do you think insulting people, I'm about to, in your face. Do you think insulting people is a good method of like evangelizing?
How's that an insult?
Do you think you call me fat? Wrong? Is calling someone fat an insult?
I'm calling you overweight. I'm stating a fact.
And you're doing it to try to hurt my feelings. It won't work.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're disingenuous and you're a liar.
And you're not pretending that you don't know you're behaving badly.
Yeah.
You know you're behaving badly.
It also
just like you knew what Dalton was asking for the pronouns. You knew, and when he threatened to drop your ass, you said okay, and gave your pronouns. So you know you're being rude, and you're trying to pretend, oh, I'm just stating a fact. The same way when men insult me, they're like, oh, I'm just saying what I'm saying. It's not just saying what you're saying. You're being a fucking dick. Do you want to have a conversation or not?
Yeah, so no more being childish. There are fat ass Christians and skinny ass atheists. It's a bad argument. Why should I be a Christian? Be a grown up.
So let me tell you why it's not a bad argument.
No, be a grown up.
I am. Be a grown up and not mute me, bro. Like, are you scared?
Do you think that this is a good look for Christians?
It's not.
I mean, gluttony being condemned.
Guys, everyone put a 1 in the comment section if you're further away from becoming a Christian because of this asshat. Look at that. I bet Jesus is so proud of you right now. Look at all those ones. Bro. Holy shit. I mean, if I were a Christian, as an ex-Christian, like I can put my Christian hat on for a second and go back into back in time mentally and remember what it's like to be a Christian. I would be so absolutely fucking embarrassed of this individual coming up here, representing me, being an ass to non-believers, and trying to gaslight them into thinking he wasn't being an ass. So grow the fuck up and give me a good argument for why I should be a Christian.
Okay, can I explain to you why it wasn't a bad argument?
No. Here, question. Here, I'm going to ask you only yes or no questions from now on. Yes or no? Are there fat Christians?
Yeah, but it's a bad argument.
So, question number 2: yes or no? Are there skinny, muscular atheists?
Yeah.
All right. So, whether or not you're a fucking Christian or not doesn't determine your body weight. So, shut the fuck up before I drop you and move on to someone who isn't going to be an absolute ass.
Can I extend my argument?
No.
Can you just engage like a grown-up?
Bro, I'm engaging. You guys are...
You're not. You're behaving badly and it's annoying.
I'm just going to keep muting him.
Mute. Cope. Fat. Cope.
Guys, if anyone out there was even remotely interested in being a Christian, just so you know, this is what you have to look forward to. And they ran away.
That's 5 for 5.
I think you said goat.
I know. I was like, are you saying goat?
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully we can get a non-asshole to come up. So I'm going to bring up the next guest. First, before I bring up Jade, I'm going to read some super chats here.
From @Resistance with the $10 Australian.
Good eye, mate.
Chrissies are sissies.
They are 100%.
And a lipstick IX with the $5. It's off topic, but I need help trying to help my father deconstruct after 55 years of being a bastard under the thoughts of Billy Graham and Oral Roberts.
So Elliptics, a book I would suggest that you give to your father to start him off on his deconstruction, is a book by Dan McClellan called The Bible Says So. The Bible Says So. Go ahead, get that book, give it to your father, and you can help. It covers a multiplicity of different topics in deconstruction, and it looks like Jade has left, so I guess I'll just keep reading super chats. But there you go. That's the book I would suggest. It's got different topics like what does the Bible say and what it doesn't say on homosexuality, abortion, Jesus failing prophecy, Jesus not being God, and what does it mean for the Bible to be inspired, all these different things. It's very academic, very scholarly, and also accessible. It's written very plainly for anybody to be able to pick it up and read it. Yeah, fantastic. All right.
And then at Desolation Alley with the $5, Crowdown fail number 3.
Like, what do we say, guys? From our friend Equality here, it's either Christianity or grammar, but never the both.
Akil, even great scientists such as Newton and Einstein believed in God. First of all, Einstein believed in Spinoza's God, which is just a fun way of saying the universe itself is pretty awesome. Secondly, do we know more? I'm not saying that I'm as bright, or that the Bible guy is as bright, or that Leith is as bright as Newton or any, I don't know, philosopher or scientist of yore, but we know a lot more information than they do.
Facts. Also, WCAM in the comment section for taking care of the bad faith individuals. What was it doing? Oh yeah, and then
at Fern Love Bond with the $5, overweight implies there is a correct way, which is prejudicial. That is more honest. Call me fat. Hashtag gaping for Peggy.
Yeah, there's nothing. I think I've talked to that individual before, and they brought that same argument last time. Like, you're just an ass is all you are. Like, in a month's time, I will be thinner, but in a month's time, you will still be a cunt. Yeah.
And at Resistance with the $10 Australian.
Crikey.
Jesus was not the Messiah by the Old Testament's own standards. Cope harder, Chrissy's.
Yep, that's a fact. Didn't fulfill a single goddamn prophecy. Anyways, if you're a Christian, if you're a good faith Christian who wants to have a good, honest dialogue, and you're not an asshole, feel free to come on up. I just match energies. If you're nice and cordial, I'm nice and cordial. If you're boring, I will meet you there. If you're exciting and fun and good natured, I will be there. If you're an ass, I will be an ass back to you. You know, do unto others as you would have them do to you, Christian. So if you're an ass to me, I'm just going to assume that means you want me to be an ass to you. Oops, did not mean to push that button. There we go. Much better. Don't be sad, host. I'm not. Because I'm not sad because I'm not a Muslim. And being a Muslim, not being Muslim, makes me very happy. Respect your elders. Do unto others as they do unto others. My rule. Let's see. Did someone fulfill any prophecy? Nah. The closest thing that Jesus ever did to fulfilling a prophecy was that it says in Deuteronomy 13 that God would send forth false prophets to deceive people. And that's only half-assing because God didn't send Jesus. You know, Jesus sent himself, but, you know, he was a false prophet. Kimberly says, hello, beautiful people. Hello, Kimberly. Good to see you here. Let's see. If you study anatomy and human and how many reactions and mechanisms happen, then you'll see. I mean, you'll see that no God required. Genuinely asking, what was the pivot for you to no longer believe? Yeah, I read this really interesting book. Let me see if I find it. I have it somewhere. Where did I put it at? One sec. Look. It became very obvious to me that Christianity wasn't true. Oh, there you are. All right. So, I read this book, and it became so obvious that Christianity wasn't true. It's called the Holy Bible. Yeah, I read the Bible and it turned out it wasn't true. All right. Well, we had someone for a second and then they disappeared. Bubble, yeah. Booty Cheeks Clapper 3000 was up here for just a second and then they disappeared again. Wonderful name. CJ Archangel. There we go. CJ, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah, I'm 20.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
And are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right. Why should I be a Christian?
Well, it's kind of a loaded question, but, I mean, there's lots of evidence for, like, you know, Jesus's existence.
Sure.
And stuff.
Sure. He existed. He was just a Jewish guy who got crucified by the Romans, and that's him.
I don't know. I mean, well, God, like, I don't really know where to start. I'm sorry. Like, why are you not a Christian, I guess, is a good question. Like,
because I studied the Bible and found it to be lacking any amount of like truth. I found out that the Bible contradicted history and science, it contradicted itself, and that Jesus didn't fulfill any prophecies about the Messiah. Therefore, I stopped being a Christian.
Well, I haven't read the whole Bible. Like, what are one of the contradictions you're talking about?
Yeah, like on who killed Goliath. One story says that a person named David killed Goliath. And then I go to the next book and it says that a person named Elhanan killed Goliath.
Elhanan?
Yeah, Elhanan. Elhanan.
Sorry, let me just get my Bible real quick.
Yeah. Here, I'll pull up my Bible actually. That way you can see it for yourself, and that way there's no like question about
what verse is it?
Yeah, here, 1 second, let me pull it up. Here we go.
You know, I just paid real American dollars to purchase my very first NRFDUE, so I'm just gonna give it a little screen time really quick.
Hell yeah!
I thought it was super cute. Oh, it's got a little art decoration and
what verse was it?
Margins for notes. Super cute.
Here we go.
Turns out it still has all the suffering and awful stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It says here in the 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 19, then there was another battle with the Philistines at Gob, and Elhanan, the son of Jar-Orgim, the Bethlehemite, killed Goliath the Gittite, the shaft of whose spear was like a weaver's beam.
I never. That is very interesting. I'd have to do more research on that.
Sure. How about this?
But like yeah, sorry, I didn't realize how like unprepared I was.
Jesus says to Nicodemus, no one has ascended into heaven except the one who descended from heaven, the Son of Man. By the Bible's own standards, is that true?
I mean, what's the context?
The context is no one has ascended into heaven except, so no one has ascended to heaven, gone up, except, so there is an exception according to Jesus, the one who descended from heaven. And who is that person according to Jesus? The Son of Man, which is Jesus speaking about himself in a third person. So is that a true statement?
Context is definitely going on the Christian bingo board.
It is.
There is, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm kind of tired right now. But I'm trying to. What is his name? Cliff
Connectal?
Clanch.
He's horrible.
Why is he horrible?
He's really bad apologist. Like, he makes the silliest, simplest arguments that anyone, like the people he debates are generally like college students who don't know the Bible. But if Cliff were to talk to someone like me, he would get his ass handed to him. In fact, that's what happened when like Cliff talked to people like Matt Dillahunty. Cliff didn't even know that there were 2 different types of slavery in the Pentateuch.
I don't know. Maybe I might do some research and get back to you.
All right. But is this the true statement, though, what Jesus said? That no one has ascended to heaven except the one who descended from heaven, the Son of Man.
Yeah, I think it's true. Like, Elijah?
2 Kings chapter 2, Elijah ascends into heaven.
So, oh my gosh, I really wish my Wi-Fi would work. So Jesus is saying no one has ascended to heaven.
You know, Ark, I think instead of like wondering if your Wi-Fi should work, maybe it would be beneficial for you to I did this in college. Sit down with an actual physical Bible and read it.
Well, yeah, it's just I just moved, so everything's still packed away.
The Bible exists online also, and you can get it in audio book form, so you don't even have to use your eyeballs.
And even better, it exists on this. It exists on this screen right now.
It also exists written on your heart, according to the Bible.
Okay, so
yeah, sorry, I'm out of it. I have no defense. I'm poorly equipped.
And you sound a bit muffled now.
Oh, what about now?
That's so better.
So what is this? The 1 Samuel chapter 7 verse 50? Is that it?
What? What?
David kills the Philistine giant with a sling and stone.
Yeah, that's 1 Samuel chapter 17. But 2 Samuel 21:19 says it was Elhanan.
A man named Elhanan kills Goliath in a later battle.
Yeah, in the 2 Samuel.
Well, scholars and like historians, I kind of heard of this before. I went to Bible.
Do you think that Dalton is not a scholar of the Bible somehow?
I'm very tentative. I don't call myself that. I'm not a Bible scholar. I'm a Bible scholarship communicator. I like to put that out there.
1 Chronicles chapter 20 verse 5.
Yeah, Chronicles,
which describes the exact same battle as the one in 2 Samuel. It states, and there was war again with the Philistines. And Elhanan, the son of Jair, struck down
the brother of Goliath. Lachmi, the brother of Goliath. Yeah, it changes it because
when you compare the original Hebrew text to these passages, it becomes clear what happened is a copyist error.
No, what we have in 2 Samuel chapter 19, chapter 21 verse 19, not a copyist error. What happened is that the works of 1st and 2nd Chronicles were written well after 1st and 2nd Samuel, and the chronicler is looking at 1st and 2nd Samuel, and he goes, well, here it says that David killed Goliath, and here it says that Elhanan killed Goliath. So I need to make some sort of amendment here and and harmonize this contradiction. And so they introduce the word brother into the text and then change it to Lachmi, the brother of Goliath, when in fact it said Elhanan bin Yeor Orgim Beit Lachmi, the Bethlehemite.
Well, so in 2nd Samuel, brother of, I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Aki?
Achi is Ach is brother in Hebrew.
Yeah, and the Bethlehemite and
but the word Ach isn't present in 2nd Samuel chapter. So I'll pull up for you.
Well, it's visually similar to the word Goliath.
It is Goliath. It is the word Goliath. Wait, here, let me pull up.
Visually,
I think you should stop real quick, because I will just pull up the Hebrew for us here, and we will read it together, because I read Hebrew. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. I'll go to verse 19, and we have here Vatahi Od, and there was after ha-milchama, a battle, begov in Gob, im Pilishtim, with the Philistines, vayach, and slew Elhanan, which is Elhanan, Ben, the son of Yeare Orgim, Jer Orgim, Beit Ha-Lachmi, the Bethlehemite, Et, which is a direct object marker, Goliath, which is Goliath, Ha-Gittai, the Gittite, Ve'etz, whose Chanito, Kemenor, Orgim, whose spear was like, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. Funnily enough, the name of the fellow's father has the word for, say the same word.
Wait, a weaver's what? I'm sorry.
A weaver's beam. But anyways,
band name.
No word brother is here in 2 Samuel chapter 21 verse 19. It doesn't get introduced until the chronicler inserts the word in his version of the story.
These battles took place at the same time.
I couldn't. You're mumbled. I couldn't hear anything you just said.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Lost track of thought. What was your last sentence?
There is no word brother in 2 Samuel 21 verse 19, which is the older text, older than 1st and 2nd Chronicles.
My brain's hurting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not good with language stuff. So I'm trying to I'm currently using a Gemini to help me.
I know.
So
how do you feel that most of the time these days Christians feel the need to reach out to a computer algorithm AI to explain their faith for them instead of actually having their own answers?
Can I be your attorney for a minute, CJ?
Sure.
I want to be your representative. What your best argument here is to say is that there's no real word for history in Hebrew, and that the text can't be univocal because you have a multitude of different political and religious priorities that are being consolidated into one text. And over the course of time, these texts that seem like contradictions, while they are contradictory in their text, they have different rhetorical goals and are written at different historical moments and have different authors. And you have a final redaction that is preserving a multitude of different texts and traditions. You're welcome.
That is the correct answer. But you have to get rid of the idea that the Bible is like without errors in it.
So these contradictions, like the David versus Goliath, like that happened probably
1000 BCE. And most scholars would say that probably what actually happened was that there was already a story about Elhanan slaying Goliath. And in order to bolster David's claim to the throne, you make his credibility, you make him a lot cooler than what he really was. So you ascribe to him the story of the slaying of Goliath, which is why we get David's story instead of Elhanan's.
Yeah, I need to look more into this. I don't really do contradictions. I usually just try and prove why, God makes sense. And how, since we're all so complex.
I mean, there's no version of God that I've been presented with that really makes any sense, especially if you believe in the Triomni God.
What's a Triomni God?
The God who is all-powerful, all-knowing, and all good.
Wouldn't that just be a god?
Well, no, there are other gods that don't have those properties. The vast majority of gods in mythology don't have those properties.
I technically don't even think God does
not in the Bible.
Testament.
Yeah,
because there was specifically a point where God was in the garden looking for Adam and Eve, as if he could not see or know where they were.
Yeah, those properties that you attribute to God, CJ, were given to him after the biblical texts were already composed, as a way of making sense of certain philosophical quandaries that Christians had with God. But they come with their own problems.
Where is it?
Yep, exactly, Rav. Hellenism.
I mean, I don't know. I trust the Bible.
You shouldn't.
The Bible says the Bible has a talking donkey in it. Do you think that part was real, or do you think there's some parts of the Bible that you can ignore because they aren't real? In which case, which parts do you ignore?
Word of God. When it comes to the Bible, many Christians have been told to just believe and have faith. But when asked the question, well, why should I trust the Bible? Many Christians' answers have circular reasoning and just and usually sound like, well, you should trust the Bible because it says it's true. So if you people always
do you trust that donkeys can talk or ever could have?
I think it's possible. A god is a god.
How?
Magic.
Donkeys have different vocal cords than humans. If anything, a bird or a raven could have repeated a human phrase way easier than a donkey.
Yeah. The only way you're going to be able to answer this, by the way, CJ, is to say, well, it was done magically by God. God magically made it to where the donkey would talk.
I get that. It's not that it's magically. It's that. Well, it is kind of my own.
If not magically, then what you're saying is that at some point in history, donkeys had the capability to talk, but now they don't? If it wasn't magic, then you are thinking that donkeys really could talk at one point and now they lost that ability.
I like what
doesn't science say magic is just a science we don't understand yet?
No, I think Arthur C. Clarke, who was a science fiction writer, said that magic is just science we don't yet understand, and he means that what he said actually was any really advanced technology would just look like magic to a primitive people. It's not saying that magic is real, or it's not making the claim that the magic of the Bible took place. I mean, if you want to make the claim that aliens used science to make a donkey talk, sure, let that be your apologetic. You won't be able to demonstrate it to be true, but I'll give you this: aliens making a donkey talk using science is far more likely than a god who magically did it. I like what MB said in the comments, saying that donkeys really do talk. They just don't, because they don't want to pay taxes.
I love that.
Bro, sneaky donkeys though. Like what?
Yeah, what asses.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Bazinga.
Okay, wait, I got that. But anyways,
sorry. So I forget, what was that? I forget what I was talking about before I got off track. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would say that you shouldn't trust the Bible. It's got historical contradictions, scientific contradictions. It contradicts itself, and Jesus failed to fulfill even a single messianic prophecy. So
I was actually going to ask you, Bible guy, because I remember, and so correct me if I'm misinterpreting it, there was a time where he told his disciples that not all of you will pass away before you see me coming back from heaven. At the
end of Matthew chapter 16, Jesus says that there are some standing here who will not taste death before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. And they all died, and he didn't return.
And that also, that kind of disputes when Christians say, oh, well, why would they die for a lie unless, they saw it and knew it was true? It's
second death. That's true.
No, that's a bad argument. You have no reason in the text to insinuate that tasting death means experiencing the full-on second death. Second death is not even introduced until Book of Revelation. That's just a post hoc coping mechanism on the part of that apologist.
Seriously, CJ, I think reading, just sit down alone. Don't let a preacher or a Bible study group or anyone else tell you what to think about the verses. Just sit down on your own and read the book. There are some really boring parts, so if you skip the pages of begats, I don't blame you. But if you read the book for yourself and don't try to interpret it in any sneaky way, you'll realize that it's not great. It's not great.
Yep. Anyways,
there have to be answers, though.
There are.
It's one of the most
CJ, that's the problem.
Books in the world.
It's not theological. It's not even theologically consistent, CJ. You shouldn't. I think that's probably one of the main problems, that you're coming to this with the assumption there has to be an answer. Well, sure, there is an answer, but sometimes the answer is it's just false. And it's not theologically most correct, because that assumes that you understand what the standard of theological correctness should be, and that the Bible reaches that. But the Bible doesn't even agree with its own theology. CJ, can God change his mind?
No.
Well, it says in Exodus 32, verse 14, and the Lord changed his mind concerning the evil he was going to do to his people.
Sorry, what does the verse say?
And the Lord changed his mind concerning the evil he was going to do to his people.
I can leave at any moment. I can leave if you want me to. I know I haven't been a great guest, and it's my bad.
If before you go, can I say a couple things? I don't know, maybe even in defense of the Bible. I think like the problem is to me is that people read this text as univocal, meaning with one voice. People read this text as the end all be all moral transcendent source of morality when it is clear that this is not even the intent of the Bible, given the vastness of the different authors. It's a library. It is essentially a library of texts that are written over the course of 1200 BCE to like 350 BCE, especially the Hebrew Bible. I'm not talking about the Christian Bible. I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole. And so like the question shouldn't be should we trust the Bible? The question is, what are we trusting the Bible for? Are we trusting the Bible to better understand a Bronze Age, ancient Near Eastern people? Are we trusting the Bible to understand how and why Jews think the way that Jews think today? Are we trusting the Bible to see the ways in which people utilize it to justify their own shitty behaviors and shitty beliefs? Are we looking at the Bible as a conversation between, like, meaning an ethos and a mythos of a particular people, and like these are questions that I think are worthy and are worth exploring. But when people like come onto these apps and say like the Bible is the transcendent word of God and it cannot be questioned or understood because it's so high and mighty and ineffable, it's like you have completely missed the mark, and it's not your fault because it's not your book.
Oh, he left. I didn't even see that. Alrighty then. We might not.
I hope that's not too hot of a take, you know.
No. If it, we might not like BGATs, but we do like BCats. Look at that thing.
What's
By
that?
the way,
Can you zoom in on that?
that is so cute.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, I just finished one of my first finals. I'm so happy.
How do you feel you did?
Pretty good. I'm not at liberty to talk about the exam because not everybody has taken it yet, but so far it felt pretty good. So.
Okay, so Dalton, just to be that's AI, right?
Oh,
or is that one that's a real one?
100% AI. 100% for sure.
I wasn't sure when the cat started taking off with its wings. I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we have here Ikers MIB. Ikers, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation at hand.
What the hell is going on?
Are you at least 18 years old?
I am.
What pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
And are you a Christian?
I am not.
Okay, what brings you on?
Well, I saw a scientific Stitch being in here, so I thought, let me say hi for a sec.
Oh, we got a fan.
He wanted to shoot his shot.
Hey.
Not like that. I like her boyfriend too.
There we go. Hell yeah, there we go. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, Ikers, thank you for coming up. I am only keeping up friendlies that I know personally. But hey, thanks for watching.
I get that. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a good
one. Okay.
At Godwin with the $4.99 from Peggy 1723. I and them and you and me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. AEG Updated Edition.
Love that. Love that. That's
my
Bible.
PEG. I like that you said PEG and not PEG.
PEG.
There's a very niche joke that I think very few people listening would understand.
Okay.
And is it a Hebrew joke or?
Yeah. Pay is like the equivalent of the letter P and F, frankly, in Hebrew.
Oh,
But when it comes at the beginning of a word, it's pay. So
yeah, pay.
It was grammatically correct.
I actually meant to say pay Aleph Gimel. Yeah.
At Tracy formerly Yontu, with the $4.99 Dalton, please be my Peggy.
Is that just a request for me to peg somebody? God damn.
Autismal Equinox makes a great point. Scientific snitch. If you have awesome boyfriend, I'm assuming awesome because I wouldn't.
You would settle for nothing less.
Right. What is scientific boyfriend's name?
He's my boyfriend of almost 4 years now, scientifically jacked, and he actually, I'm pretty sure he believes that the universe did start from something. He is unsure of whether there is a God or not, but he holds the same belief I have, which is like atheistic to an all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good God, and agnostic to an
Are
just
you
in general
two
God.
just both scientific gym bros who like have just maxed life maxing?
Mm-hmm.
I am so jealous. Oh man.
Okay,
wait, what's the username again so I can write it down?
Scientifically jacked.
Scientifically jacked.
Okay, yeah.
I unironically helped him with that name.
I love that, actually. I just love love.
Thanks.
I love that so much. That makes me happy to hear. Okay, I guess we'll bring back Joseph because we have no one else. Joseph.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Joseph. Do you have a reason why I should be a Christian?
Yeah, we have loads of biblical artifacts and historical documents to believe in this religion, as it's very reliable and in continuity with each other.
Like what?
And it's been perfectly preserved.
The Bible has not been perfectly preserved. No.
Yes, it actually has.
No, buddy, no. Like have you ever read the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Yes.
Are you aware that there's differences in the Dead Sea Scrolls than there are in the Masoretic text?
No, they're not differences. They are just different translations.
No, like the difference is in the original Hebrew. There's different Hebrew. Sometimes different words. Sometimes.
Wait. Wait, my brother is a mechanic.
You sure seem to find your own joke funny.
Anyways, remind me not to bring them back up. Here Joseph goes with the mic right on his mouth in bed. Yeah. They're not different. They're just different. Guessed. Yeah. What would it take for you to be a Christian? Evidence that raises the likelihood that Christianity is true.
I've been answering that particular question with the same that it would take you to be a Muslim.
Good answer. I like that. Let's see. While I just got here, what was that? It was nonsense, is what it was. God, I have been eating. Look at this hot sauce, and I'm already halfway through. Like, I'm obsessed with this hot sauce. I eat it on everything now. It's so fucking good. Tastes like mangoes. I love mango flavored hot sauces. There's a lot of that. Atheist theologians, there's no such thing as an atheist theologian. Atheist scholar seem to think there is sufficient evidence. There isn't. But you're more than welcome to ask to come up and give us that evidence if you like.
Wait, would Bart Ehrman count as an atheist theologian, maybe?
I don't know. I wouldn't use the word theologian. I think Bart would probably like recoil back in disgust if you called him a theologian.
I thought he was on the fence. He's definitely an atheist.
I mean, I would consider him an atheist.
It's just interesting because why do so many Christians try to like cite him as some reason we should believe that God exists?
They cite the fact that he says Jesus existed, and they will take the smallest win they possibly can get and go, yes, Christianity been validated. Soup says Dan McClellan. Dan McClellan, as far as I know, is not an atheist. he is an atheist, but he agrees with the evidence. He doesn't agree. Cal Call, maybe you need to go and listen to Bart again, but Bart Ehrman says that Jesus wasn't even buried in a tomb, which is one of the minimal facts that Christians like to present. Hey, buddy.
Hey, yeah, I was just going to say real quick on Dan McClellan. So he is active in the Mormon Church, and he was on a live and on his own live, and somebody asked him, if you do data before dogma, how can you still be an active member in the Mormon Church? And he essentially said, my reasonings are my own, but if you don't understand Mormon theology, you won't understand my reasoning for staying active.
So it sounds like he believes it, but but also it's probably just a lot of cognitive dissonance. I'm not going to judge Dan on that. His scholarship is good, and I couldn't care less because John J. Collins, I think, is a Catholic, but he's a good scholar. So,
Yeah. And even Dan McClellan will be critical of his faith when necessary.
Yeah. He will say the official Mormon position is that the Jesus of the New Testament is the Jehovah of the Old Testament, and Dan McClellan rejects that.
That's the eisegesis factor.
Say what?
That's the eisegesis factor. I see Jesus everywhere.
Yeah. So he just wants to be racist? No, he's not racist. Dan McClellan's an ally. He's very much against anything. As Dan puts it, if there's no consensus on any position in the Bible, he will always favor the position that favors the minority over the majority because he doesn't like the oppression of minority and smaller groups using the Bible. He's very much an ally. You should read his book.
And one thing that and I'm sure Rab as well, really appreciate him is Jewish people have gone to him and say, hey, instead of saying the name, could you just use a different name? Because, we just don't use it. And so that's why you'll hear him saying Adonai and stuff like that, because he tries really hard to respect people, culture, of all peoples and cultures.
So definitely not racist.
He's a smart guy. I learned a lot from him.
Yeah, love him.
I just want to let you know too that BCAT, that's actually what Scientific Snitch has been working on in her basement.
that BCAT is what Ella's been working on.
What have I been working on?
The BCAT. That's what you've been working on in your basement is the BCAT.
And full disclosure, I would definitely be a BCAT keeper for you if you got too busy to care for the BCATs on your own.
The BCAT. This is
voluntarily would come in and give them that's sugar water and pets.
Clearly Ella's finger right there.
Yeah.
So what is a theology if you can't be critical in thought, or if you have to make presuppositions or superimpose a worldview before having any, what is that? Doesn't that make it a less viable theology for people if they have to reject critical thought first and foremost?
By the way, guys, look what I have here. This is mine from.
Was that your kippah?
Yeah. From back when I was a Noahide. Yeah.
You got the Sragim kind too. It's funny.
Yeah, I used to have a bigger one, but this is the one that I kept after all these years as a reminder.
Have you ever seen Yodim Bayim? It's like the Israeli Saturday Night Live Jewish version. And I send you something. It's very funny.
Okay.
But they have this one sketch where they're talking about Abraham is hearing the voice of God. He's like a goofy old man, and Ishmael and Isaac are playing, and he's like, "We're going to do the circumcision now," and they're trying to convince him not to do it because it sounds absolutely unhinged, and they finally do it, and then Isaac goes, "Mala soti ma kippah." What should I do with the kippah, which is also what you call the removed circumcision flesh? And then Abraham goes, "Tasim barosh, put it on your head."
What?
That's so funny. All right, we have a guest here. Gurnyard, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old? Gurnyard, are you here? GYRNYRD. Hello. If you do not respond in a few seconds, I will drop you. You shall not pass into the shadows with you. All right. I guess we'll bring up Randall then. Randall Patton. Randall, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Are you at least 18 years old?
I shall fireball you.
Are you at least 18? Randall?
Daddy's even sentient.
Randall.
Is he like responding out loud to comments that he's reading?
They didn't mean to. No, they was an accident. They came up here and accident.
Okay.
Well, thank you for. I can only assume it's because you were tapping the screen. And,
yes, I just tapped. Forgive me. Keep up the good work. Love y'all. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Randall. Tapping is clapping, and we appreciate the clappers. Love that. Big secret, but they found the Ark in 1877. Turkish University is executing it now. No, they didn't find it in 1877. They found it around 1940 something. The Nazis, they dug it up, but luckily they all were fried by the end of it.
That was a good documentary, by the way. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You're my favorite part.
The archaeologists went on to do follow-on discoveries that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
By the way, he was completely irrelevant.
Yeah. Indy was. If Indy wasn't there, the movie would have ended with them still opening up the Ark, and they all would have died. So it's hilarious.
Destroying themselves.
Also, not a big secret because, like, literally every Christian that talks about the Ark says something about, what is it, Mount Ararat in Turkey?
Oh, we were talking about the Ark of the Covenant, but you're right. He was probably talking about Noah's Ark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because he said Turkey and Ark, so I assumed he meant Noah's Ark in
I didn't
Turkey.
pick up on that. Yeah, no, they didn't find the Ark. It's
all part of the same story arc.
The same story arc. Okay, wait a minute. Let me get that. Yeah, no, they didn't find the Ark of Noah in Turkey because it did not exist. And also the Ark that they found on, by the way, there is no Mount Ararat in the Bible. That's not a thing. It says that in the book of Genesis that the Ark of Noah rested upon the mountains of Ararat, and most scholars would think that. We also read later on in the Bible that such and such men were chased off into the land of Ararat. Ararat is probably a reference to the kingdom of Urartu, which did not exist until the 9th century BCE. So that's just another example of an anachronism found in the book of Genesis. But there is no, like, the thing that we call Mount Ararat today, we have no reason to think that that's the mountain that the mythical Ark of Noah rested upon. Wow, Satan is strong in you.
I feel like you need to say that with the Darth Sidious voice, like, you know, the Force is strong in you. The Satan is strong in you.
Do it. Lovely, love that. Where's I probably have a devil voice on here somewhere, right? Let's take a look. Devil voice. What does a devil voice sound like?
Non-existent.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Nothing.
You can hear all of the voices that you're testing, right? We cannot.
Oh, you can't hear the voices?
No. It's just your normal voice going, check 1, 2.
Oh, they sound horrible.
I'll tell you that much. Check 1, 2, 3. I like that one. Yo, wait a minute.
So call. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce him. Keep asking, you're spamming. What evidence would you need to be presented with to believe? The answer to that is we don't know. We don't know what it would take to convince us. But who does know is God. If God does exist and God is all-knowing and all-powerful, God would know what evidence they could present to us to convince us.
This is exactly, I was just talking about this when they ask what it would take for me to believe in their God. I said the same it would take for you to believe in Allah or Shiva or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Satan is strong with me.
I like that one. We heard that.
All right, let's see. I heard the flames. Yeah, exactly. I'll put that on the board when I need it. Anyways, oh, someone's messaging me. It's just Discord. I get excited every time I think I get a text message, and then it's not the person that I want to text me. All right. Jack Hoon says Christ chooses you. Incorrect, because dead people can't choose anything.
Does that mean we're like Pokemon to Jesus?
Yeah, I choose you. Call says
Didn't Christ also say that he only came for the lost sheep of Israel like multiple times?
Yeah, but then
by the way, that statement is so misunderstood by Christians. Like they don't understand that he's coming from Damascus to Jerusalem when he says this, because he is marching through Israel, which is in the north, which was split by the Assyrians in 700, 720. And so he's marching from Damascus in the north to Jerusalem in the south. And he's like saying, I'm coming to the lost sheep of Israel. In other words, there's a dispersed people that live among these lands. And he is trying to say that he's going to reunify Israel and Judah and Benjamin, which doesn't happen. So please tell me more about how he's the Messiah. Doesn't make any sense.
Right, exactly.
There's no upheaval here, Call. It's a discomforting question. It's meant to establish boundaries of conversation. Like Call. You can just present your evidence and I'll tell you if it's good enough. It's as simple as that. Anything.
Also, if you feel like the energy is negative, like no one is keeping you here, you can definitely go to a Christian live and praise your God or whatever. No one's keeping you here with this negative energy.
Yeah, I give the energy I get. It's very simple, Call. If you're not open to evidence, I am open to evidence though. Why do you just assume that I'm not open to evidence? This is such a weird, you're being weird on your side, Call. You're being weird. All right. We have here Yed Nekachu Geremu. I'm going to call you Yed. Yed, I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old? They're still loading in. There they are. Are you at least 18 years old?
I'm 15 years old.
All right. And what pronouns do you go by?
They.
And are you a Christian?
That is a difficult question, but I would say I have a faith.
In Jesus?
He believes he's God. He believes he's God.
Do you think you're God?
Yes.
Ew. Okay, here. Let's test that. All right. I want you to turn this hot sauce into wine.
I just have one premises and one conclusion.
Wait, I have genetically passed on diseases that predispose me to an early passing. Can you get rid of those for me, God?
Yeah, go and check your doctor.
That's not mystical at all. My doctor knows and is helping me with medical science.
And you turn
I thought you were God and you could, sorry.
If you're God, turn my hot sauce into wine.
Aren't you glad I'm here, by the way?
Yes. I don't care about your premises. Use your God magic.
God is not like this magical thing.
What? I didn't understand the word you just said to me.
God is not magical thing. He's not changing anything.
Can you read my mind?
Why are you saying he and not I?
Yeah.
You were God just like 30 seconds ago. Try to keep up with your own narrative.
Does your God power include the ability to read minds?
Okay. Let's define what God means so we can understand.
A God is a supernatural,
what is God for you?
A supernatural being that has control over nature to some capacity. If you're not that, you're not a God.
In the fraction of second, he can change juice to wine.
So is that a God can change like elements, for example.
Do you believe God is like that?
That's what gods are. Like a God is a sociological like category that we use, a title that we use to describe supernatural beings that are worshipped who have control over nature. Are you a supernatural being that has control over nature? Yes or no?
I didn't say I'm not supernatural.
Just yes or no.
I'm God.
Then you're not. If you're not that thing I just described, you're not a God. You're delusional.
I accept that.
I grant that. Yeah.
So
I'll give you one last. I'll give you one last. I'll give you one last chance to prove your godhood. Here, I got my hand behind my back. I want you to tell me how many fingers I have up, and then which finger I have, and which fingers I have up.
Man, he's really meditating on that one.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't realize that he's muted. So here, let me help him out. There. Unmute yourself. The little microphone at the bottom of your screen with a slash through it. Click on that.
Did you say it's one hand behind your back, Dalton?
Yeah, I got one hand behind my back. I have 1 to 5 fingers up. I have only 5 fingers on one hand. So I want him to tell me which fingers I have up and how many in which fingers.
And yet, if you can't figure out how to unmute yourself, just maybe ask God or Jesus to unmute you.
This fella, he promised me on another live quite some time ago that I would lose 20 pounds when I wake up in the morning because he was going to magically make it happen, but I had to sleep first. Yed, where's my 20 pounds of weight loss? And also, I fucked up. I wasted my wish. Can I get height instead? I need to be taller. Or is it just kind of a one wish kind of deal?
They still haven't figured out the mute button yet. At the bottom of your screen, there is a corn dog. There is a little microphone symbol, and that microphone symbol has a slash through it.
Dear Yed, if you are in fact God, can you use your all-knowingness to please be able to figure out how to unmute yourself? In the name of Yed, amen.
Oh, dang, he did, and now he's stuck on mute again.
I gotta go.
I love that
Good
you
to
actually
see y'all.
prayed to him.
Good to see you, Rabbi.
Toodles.
Do it again. Press it again, and only press it once.
Ask Jesus for the instructions and let him give you the instructions.
There we go.
In your heart.
God, yeah,
Nope.
damn it.
You were just on. I'm not muting him. I got one hand here and one hand behind my back. There you go. Don't push the button again. You are unmuted right now. Do not push the button.
Don't touch your screen. Just.
Okay. Where is Josh's 20 pounds? Why are they still on him?
He didn't work out.
You didn't tell him to do that. You told him to go to sleep, and the next morning he would have 20 pounds gone.
Yeah, you made me a promise, God.
He believed what I told him, so he didn't lose it.
I believed it. I believed you were going to make it happen.
Why is your magic so weak that it requires someone to believe in it?
Also, can you?
If I told you are going to lose 20 pounds, you pray for me, and you can't do. I say you can't do it. but in the morning you didn't lose 20 pounds.
Let's
It's not my fault. It's your fault.
It sounds like you're.
If you think
It sounds like you're coping.
a human being is not capable of losing 20 pounds overnight unless they've had an amputation.
Yeah. So here, one last chance to prove your magic. I've got one hand behind my back, and I've got a certain number of fingers up. I want you to tell me how many fingers and which fingers I have up.
If I say I didn't know, you are going to tell me. So you
Yeah,
already
use your magic. Come on.
my magic is your mouth. You're going to tell me.
I'm going to tell you after you tell me. I'm going to pull. I got the hand behind my back. As soon as you say
There is
it.
no time and space in the realm of God.
Dalton, his magic is your mouth. He's into some shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, my mouth is magical. Ask any of my exes. But here, I'll just give you the answer since that's what you say. So here's the answer. And you have a wonderful day.
I've been looking for that guy for months. He promised me 20 pounds of weight loss, and I've been pretty upset with him.
Yeah.
You didn't give him tithes and offerings, did you?
No.
Craziness. Anyways, enough of the loons.
Because I'm confident he wouldn't know how to operate Venmo or Cash App.
No.
I like that Jesus's test. Write down a number and have him predict it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write down a number right now, and panel has to predict.
Dalton, have you ever met Landy Christ on here?
No.
Landy Christ thinks he is like a descendant of David going through Jesus. He has challenged all three of us, but myself, Justin, and Jaren to fist fights.
Sorry to interrupt, but can Snitch's Cato get the big screen for a minute, please? Because
Yeah, sure. Here, one
there's
second.
a little void there.
Yeah, here.
Fun fact that black cats are adopted way less because of the superstitions that surround them. So adopt black cats if you ever want to have a cat.
Yeah, cute.
I will say though, she has health problems. She needs she needed enemas. Let's not jinx it for once every month. And
That's intense.
This little munchkin decided to knock over some cinnamon rolls in the kitchen, so Jackson dumped her on my lap.
Love that. What a little cutie thing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm guessing a number between 68 and 70. Who can guess it?
49.
What? No, it was me. I was gonna do the number thing.
Oh,
69.
Okay, 69.
You stole my bit. Okay, I legitimately wrote a number down.
Look at those teeth.
So
One
That
second.
is the dorkiest cat. Oh my god.
that's so
That's what
freaking
happens
adorable.
when Ella takes rabbits and tries to mix them with cats.
I was gonna say that looks like a cat trying to impersonate a rabbit.
He looks like he's seen God. Look at his face.
Her name is Mochi.
Mochi, look at her face. He looks like I have seen things that you could not imagine. I have looked death in the face.
Yes.
And I said to death, you can have me when you earn me. Yeah, that's Mochi. It's crazy.
All right.
She heard that last guest and was like, even this was too much.
3.
Anyways, I do got to get
4
back
of
to
you.
work.
No,
Amazon
guess the
packages don't
number
deliver
first,
themselves.
Cyber.
Bye,
Guess the
Cyber.
number first, Cyber.
Yeah.
Oh, the number first. 45.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Have a great day.
I'll let you go ahead and give me the boot.
All right, I got you. Here we go.
Okay.
I took
Josh,
I took a screenshot of that
Mitch.
kitty, and I'm gonna do something with it later. I'll find out what.
I'm going to do the classic 666.
Okay. Classic. Snitch, do you have a guess on the number?
69.
That was my guess too.
Ooh, good one. Okay. You want to try sticking with that number, Dalton, or you want to try and give it
You know what?
a different chance?
I'll go with a different number just to spice things up a little bit. I'm going to go with 42.
Ding, ding. That's the one.
Guys, listen.
But that's the answer to everything. So
I know, right? And he knew that, and so like, duh, he got the answer to everything right. But like,
I'm not saying I'm a prophet, but
he might be a prophet.
Yeah, that's more than Jesus has ever done. Look at that.
But also, like, you know, in second place, Josh, you were really close. You were like 3 away from 42.
Yeah.
But
At Kelly Share with an $9.99 for the cat.
Meow.
She's enjoying her head rubs.
Yeah. You have heard it said, 42. Hail the prophet. I am the prophet of Peggy. That is true. And Peggy would tell her to tell you that the meaning of life is like the 42 is the ultimate answer to the ultimate question. And the ultimate question is, how many times should you get pegged? 42.
okay, wait. First of all, just because I'm a stickler, it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah, which is pegging. 100%. Trust me. I should know.
Fair enough.
Hashtag gaping for Peggy, says Lathe. 45 is a partial fulfillment in Christian theology. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, I think we might do a restart. Oh wait. Well, that period person keeps asking up and then immediately disappearing. So we're gonna do a quick restart on TikTok side. And hopefully we'll
I'm
get some.
actually about to go on a walk, so I'm not going to join back up, but I'll listen. But before that happened, I wanted to ask Scientific Snitch, how old is the baby?
She is, I want to say, 3.5 years old? Yeah, 3.5 years old.
Oh, she's still a baby. Okay. All
Love
right.
that.
I'll see you on the other side of the restart.
Make it a walk to remember. All right.
Thanks.
All right. And how fast can I do this? And come on. And live. There we go. I got some friends. They'll be like, I'm going live. I'll do a restart. And I gotta wait like 10 minutes for them to get started. But no, I'm quick on it. I'm quick with it. Don't give money to the cat. He'll just spend it on catnip. Raise your hand if you've ever saved the animal and drowned the babies. God. Catnap and schnapps. It's funny how catnap works on pretty much all cats. I've seen it work on tigers and lions. They love that shit. Why can't priests get married? Well, in the Catholic Church, they at one point during medieval history, they made it a rule the priests cannot get married because it would allow them to be more devoted to their flock. And also it's meant to be like a sort of mirroring of Jesus, who himself was not married, but rather was married to the church. However, this is a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. While in the Western churches, the Latin church, the Latin rite of the Catholic Church, priests are not married. In the Eastern rites of the Catholic Church, the Byzantine Catholics, for example, you can be a married man who can become a priest. But if you're a priest, you can't get married. But if you're already married, then you can become a priest and you'll be a married priest. Mrs. Sapphire says W Christianity. I would say L Christianity. Christianity sucks. Also because the church didn't want the family's property to go to the family. That might be a good reason too. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. Wait a minute. Where's my devil voice at?
Yes. L Christianity. Christianity sucks ass.
The voice of truth. Bible Guy soundboard. Here we go. Share the live, please. You heard Lathe. No voice. I don't know why the voice isn't coming through. I feel Jesus is cool. No, Jesus is not cool. He was pretty lame. Jesus was A-okay with the law of Moses, and the law of Moses is not good. Contra Deity, you be putting out them videos left and right. I wish I had the tenacity to put out videos the way you do. You have a lot of knowledge. Should do a Q&A stream like Justin. I thought about one day doing a Q&A stream for everyone to just ask questions, not just about the Bible, about anything, and I'll talk about anything. I do it because I'm working up to lives. There you go. Love that for you. Was the tomb of Simon found? Simon who? Which Simon? Speaking of Justin, thoughts on Doug? Real or occult scheme? Doug is the rock upon which the church is built. He is the true cornerstone. Sinfully wet for Sharon, absolutely. The answer is going to be no. The tomb of anyone was not found. I was the one who had it all. I was the master of my fate. I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth too late. Doug was the tomb. Mrs. Sapphire says, I love being a Christian. As an ex-Christian, I can say that I'm better off now as a non-Christian. Why they didn't use Dwayne Johnson instead of Doug, it's like a real damn drama ball. Justin just found a rock out in his backyard. He had a revelation. It's like when Christians say, even scientists, the rest of the lie every time. Why would you say that? I've been a Christian and I've been an atheist, and I quite enjoy not being a Christian anymore. Jake Does Atheism says, I feel amazing without atheism. I agree. I'm much better off. I get to jork it without any guilt. That's nice. That's a nice little signing on bonus. And also, I don't have to check my brain out at the door. Why do you enjoy being an atheist? I get to be a good person, like a morally well-rounded person. And I don't have to make excuses for like genocide and slavery and misogyny and stuff like that. I don't have to, yeah, and that's another good point. Believe women. I don't have any fear of the afterlife now. Guilt-free jorking is the way. Absolutely, Senzi, 100%. I encourage all of my followers, if you are a true follower of Peggy, men and women, everyone, just jork it tonight. Not feeling guilt for jorking, it is the best. Yep. Trutheism was quite draining, but in the not fun way. Yeah. This is the community I have built. And I'm proud of it. Atheism gave me +10 intuition and +10 charisma. Hell yeah. Love that. Christianity, it keeps trying to give good arguments for Jesus, but they keep like rolling a 0. Critical fail. Jorkin down the river. Jorkin's not a crime unless you do without me. Are you still freeloading off your Christian parents? No, I'm paying like half of the bills here, bud. I see Adolfo. I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions, and then we'll get into the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
And what pronouns do you go by?
Him.
And are you Christian?
Muslim.
Muslim. Wow. Did they not teach you how to read in Quran class?
What does this have to do anything with the argument?
What does it say about my head?
What? You asked my pronouns, like
no.
You gay? Nigga?
I need to show you.
What?
Stupid nigga. Ew, gross. You're both gross. You're gross as fuck. So you're also obviously
Muhammad.
You're illiterate. Muhammad was a pedophile, and Muhammad, if there is a hell, I hope Muhammad is getting pegged eternally in it. Also, you're illiterate because it said, "Why should I be a Christian?" And your dumbass thought it was a good idea to come up. So. No, thank you. Don't want to hear about Muhammad. I hate pedophilia, and your religion is like a pedophile like machine. I know. They think it's so funny. Muhammad was a PDF. That is something we can agree on. Yep. All right. We got here back. I'm going to ask you 3 questions and then we'll get to the conversation. Also, everyone, let's get some hashtag Justice for Aisha stickers. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah.
And what pronouns do you go by?
I'm just asking first.
No. You can ask me questions after you answer my 3 questions. Then we can have a conversation. So you're at least 18. What pronouns do you go by?
What?
What pronouns do you go by?
What do you mean?
Pronouns are words that replace nouns and sentences in order to avoid repetition. Words like he, him, or she, her, or they, them. Which one of these best describes you?
What?
Pronouns are words that replace nouns in sentences in order to avoid repetition.
Like what?
Examples of pronouns in the English language would be words like he, him, she, her, they, them. Which one of these 3 best describes you? All right. If you can't answer questions, you don't get to talk to me. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Did they all fail elementary school? Howdy, partner.
I'm a male, right? I'm a male.
I'm a male. Oh man, it always makes if I had a soul, it would deteriorate and crumble into pieces every time I hear someone say male as a response to what are your pronouns.
So I'm still gonna be doing some walking, so I might be on bars, but is it cool if I just hang out up here?
It is 100% cool.
All right.
Redro says you don't have to be a Christian, bro. Like honestly, you don't have to. You cannot believe in anything. I hate when they say some stupid shit like that. You don't have to be a Christian. Like, yeah, no shit. I don't have to be a Christian. But if Christianity is true, and you happen to have information that would provide me reason to believe it is true, I want to hear those reasons. I'm a male. Can you stamp me, Greg? That's funny. We don't have to stay. You're not forced to. Yep. All right, Marky Limey, I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions, and then we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember me. We talked before.
Oh, I sorry, I don't. So you're at least 18. What pronouns do you go by?
Yes, sir. I'm a guy. So he.
And you're a Christian?
Yes, sir.
All right. Why should I be a Christian?
Well, I actually just wanted to hop on here and just thank you for last time, just how we had a conversation and just talked and stuff. And you shared a lot about some different passages. And I don't have all the answers yet, but just wanted to encourage you and just tell you that from our previous conversation, I've been doing some more studying and some deep dives, and I don't have all the answers yet, but just wanted to encourage you and let you know that until next time.
Okie dokie. Well, good luck on your studies.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Oh yeah, and this is for the Muslim fella, I'm sure.
At Calicia, pronoun fail number 4 with the $5.
And here's RC again. Hello, RC. Welcome back, I guess.
Hello. Are you still LGBT?
Sure. Why not?
Oh.
Fuck it.
Oh.
Are you still a
Why
cunt?
is it all atheists support LGBT? Because
RC,
how do you
he's
guys
not
all
gonna
arrive at that
date you.
conclusion?
Because
He's not interested in you. So whatever you
No,
like,
I'm a heterosexual.
the
Very
Sure,
first
specific.
question
whatever.
you asked when you came up was, is Dalton LGBT? So
Yeah.
that's a little personal. He's not
Yeah.
gonna date you. If why you're into other people's like personal bedroom business, like I don't get it. But your first question to him was about his
My
sex life. So
yeah.
chill it out on like the
It is weird that how many Christians like are so interested in my sex life when I could not give less of a shit about their sex lives, except for the Christians that are fucking kids. I care very deeply about that and want it to stop. Otherwise, this
What
is
about
weird.
the gay people that are doing that?
You mean like the priests in the Catholic Church?
I mean, the non-priests that are LGBT, because those priests are disgusting. Agreed. What about
Mhm.
LGBT
Do you ever
people that are
wonder
molested?
why some men
300
become priests
Oh,
in the
there
first
there are
place?
there are
You won't contend with
300
that?
how many gay people do you think are out there having sex with kids? Give me a number. Because there are approximately
More than zero.
There are
More than
300
zero.
there are 300,000 child marriages in America, and guess who is responsible for them? Christians. So so stop being so stop being a cunt. And are you going to give me a reason to be a Christian?
That's not. Why are you muting me?
Because it upsets
Great.
you.
Is it not
Got
clear
him.
to you, RC? Is it not clear to you why he's muting you? Do you really need him to spoon feed that
'Cause he's soft.
information to you? Do you really? Okay, right. So just like the baby food that you need, like he needs to spoon feed you. So soft, I guess, is a great example.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely get soft every time you're around because you're just a despicable person, and every woman, every man that gets around you instantly feels infertile. And I mean, you could make the horniest person instantly celibate.
Why is everything
just
sex?
by talking to you?
Are you making-
It's interesting.
Wasn't this the guy
I
who
can't even
tried to
talk.
hit up? Was this the guy who tried to hit up Cam?
And
Are you so scared?
And failed
You're a
spectacular
grown man.
and failed
can't let me talk.
spectacularly while I'm currently in Cam's DMs because RC's a loser and no one cares about anything RC has to say. Have fun being a loser, bud.
RC could take some lessons from you. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, RC's just a loser. Every time they come up, they always talk about my sexuality because they're secretly interested in me, and we all know that's true. Everyone tell RC that the Bible guy's not interested in him.
That's legitimately the first thing that comes to mind when Christian men come up on lives and start talking about the intimate lives of other men. It's like, why are you so worried about what's in Dalton's bedroom? Like, that's a little,
Yeah. Anyways, RC's just mad because women don't like him. All right. Namor. Hopefully you won't be an ass like the last guest. Namor, I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions, and then we'll get into the conversation. Question number 1, are you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
Question number 2, what pronouns do you go by?
I'm a man. I'm sorry. I don't do the pronouns. If you're not going to respect that.
You just use multiple pronouns.
Wait. Could you say that? Could you say that to me again without using pronouns?
Why is your mother on here?
My mom's not here now.
Your is a pronoun.
Yeah. Could you tell me that you don't use pronouns without using pronouns?
I am a man. How's that? Is that good?
Nope.
Man's not a pronoun.
Doesn't matter. That's what I.
So Namor, I'll make it very simple for you.
So you don't.
The only people who get to talk to me are people who I don't respect. You know, I don't respect idiots.
Mother's.
Your is a pronoun.
Man,
I is a pronoun.
You guys, I'm telling you, it's either Christianity or education, but you can't have both. But we got another pronoun crash out from another Christian.
You is a pronoun.
Yeah. Anyways, could I get here? This is my request from the universe. Could I get one Christian who isn't interested in what my dick is doing at night and who understands how English grammar works? That would be fantastic. That's all I ask for. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Liam, number 1. Are you at least 18 years old?
Yes, sir.
And what pronouns do you go by?
I, we would be fine.
Third person pronouns.
Oh, you didn't clarify.
Yeah, well, I assumed that you were smart enough to figure that out. So
no, because those are pronouns.
He also just clarified. What, like? So he clarified eventually.
We'll just start dropping people from now on for the rest of today's live who do not answer the question. If you do not answer this is a warning to everyone right now who's in the request box. You will answer my question when I ask you what your pronouns are. And because maybe just to make sure that for anyone who's not smarter than Liam, the question I'm asking for is, what are your third person pronouns? And if you're, that's just, I assume everyone here is smarter than Liam. So what is your third person pronoun? And if you don't answer immediately, I will just drop you and move on to the next person. I don't need you here. All right. Jay's Card Mayhem. Are you at least 18?
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing? Are you at least 18?
Yes.
What pronouns do you go by?
He, him.
And are you Christian?
Yes.
All right. Jay, why should I be a Christian?
I just wanted to come up here to say that you should, well, it all depends on what you want to become, right? But from my perspective is to become a Christian is to show love, to show forgiveness, and just knowing the assurance of
not my experience. Not my experience.
Yeah, I'm really sorry that you had a not a really good experience with us, but I hope that does change in the future.
To be clear, I had a great experience with Christians while I was a Christian, but as soon as I became an atheist, yeah,
I try not to push anything on anybody. I always try to just show God's love to everybody.
Sure. So
regardless whether you're a man, you're a female, however you want to describe yourself or whatever your pronouns are, I respect you regardless.
Why should I be a Christian?
Like I said, it's love, peace, and assurance after life after death. Regardless, there is going to be tribulations, trials. There's going to be hardship.
Whoa. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing at a time. Give me one reason to be a Christian.
It's love, man.
All right. Well, Christianity is not very loving, so.
Like I said, everyone's different.
I'm a more loving person as a non-Christian, so that's not a reason for me to be a Christian.
Like I said, you don't have to be a Christian, brother. I just came up here to let you know that those are my values.
Anyways, I'm tired
Thank
of
you for your time.
I'm tired of you don't have to be a Christian. No shit. No fucking shit. Hi, Chloe.
Hi. I just came up to just say, please can we stop giving RC a platform? He is a dick. I don't know if
I'm not bringing him up anymore.
Videos, but his videos are terrible.
Yeah, I'm not bringing him up anymore. I mean, he's just sour because women don't like him. We all know it.
Yeah, no, he remixes everybody, every single woman on this app that's showing a bit of skin. He's like, apologize to your father immediately.
And meanwhile, and I don't understand why, but all 68 coins I currently have are from RC, who I actively cannot stand. So
It's
Is
because
that
he.
what you're talking about? Like, does he gift? Like, what?
It's just super, super weird. Like every single time somebody, you know, a woman posts a video on this app and she's like showing the tiniest little bit of skin, he duets the video and he's like, say sorry to your father. This is disgusting.
Well, I just blocked him, so we're good. We don't have to worry about his ass anymore.
Yeah, good.
Also,
Yeah, I have seen him on other panels and he does say disgusting things, but then I also thought it was kind of like a weird manipulation tactic that he sent me so many gifts well after he was dropped, you know.
he tried to shoot a shot. It didn't work. He's one of the unfuckables, as we call him. And at Calicia with the $5. Pronoun fail. I lost count. Yeah. No. Yeah, for real. There's no education with these individuals. I'll bring up Wave, and then if I don't have anyone up, I'll talk to Liam. But Liam, you can wait because you didn't answer my question. Wave.
What's up, guys?
Howdy, partner. I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions, and then
Go
we can
for it,
have a
bro.
conversation. Question number 1, are you at least 18 years old?
Yeah.
Question number 2, what pronouns do you go by?
He.
And are you a Christian?
Yeah, as I was gonna ask you that. Are you just doing just Christians, or are you doing like theists too, or like
just
theists or
Christian.
just Christians?
Just Christians.
My bad then, bro. Never mind.
All right. Have a good day. He was more willing to answer the question because he's on a POS. Okay, Liam. What pronouns do you go by, Liam?
Now that you clarified third person, I guess I could be a he, him right now. Does that work for you?
You guess? You don't know?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to get triggered if you misgender me. It's all
No,
good.
like you don't know what your pronouns are? You had
Yeah,
a guess?
I'm a he, him, but I
Okay,
don't.
there we
really-
go. I knew
It's
we'd
not
get there.
something.
We'd get there.
honestly,
Great. I knew we'd get there eventually. So question number
I'm gonna
3.
stay up. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just Liam did question number 3. Sorry, Dalton. Go ahead.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a follower of Christ. Yes.
Shocker.
In the teachings of Christ.
Yeah.
Question number 4, because I was seriously considering dropping it again. Did God give you that voice on purpose or like as a joke?
No, I think that we all have our voice. Hopefully, some of us are not born with even vocal cords that actually work. So,
Yeah.
whatever way we can communicate, I think is a blessing. But if you want to mock somebody's tone or their voice, yeah,
Well,
go ahead, you could,
except for all the babies born with throat
is that
cancer,
kindness?
because
Is
God
that
said,
kindness?
because God said, fuck those babies. So
Sorry, what? And I never, just to be clear to everyone on panel and chat, I have never claimed to be kind to certain people.
So you're an absolute royal. You know.
So, anyways, no one cares,
Yeah,
Liam.
you could. Why are you muting?
Oh God, here goes the crying. Anyways, William, why should I be a
He's gonna
Christian?
be so insufferable.
So thank you for the question. The guy, I don't really want to call you Bible because you're
I am.
anti-Bible.
Oh,
but
I'm
anyway.
more the Bible guy than you are, but yeah,
Yeah,
why should
I'm
I be
not
a
saying.
Christian?
Wait a minute. I didn't say that you don't know the Bible of the Bible. You just you don't believe it. But that's fine. No, let me answer your question. I don't want to monologue.
No, you can answer my
Why
question.
should you
No, you can answer my
be a
question.
Christian? That's what I'm doing. I'm restating what you said, right? Why should you be a Christian? Right?
Yeah, why should I be a Christian?
Well, Proverbs 23, verses 20 through 21. I want to start right there with you. Do you know what that is?
The Book of Proverbs. Yes, I know what the Book of Proverbs is.
No, I want you to read that because you have the Bible next to you. So Proverbs 23. Let's go from 20 to 21.
Sure. Let's see what some ancient back-ass words person had to say. Let's see. Proverbs
Dalton,
23.
someone said that Liam is a Parker and Dean troll.
Of course
gosh,
they are.
I
That's
know.
why-
I know.
Yeah, no, that's why I can't
I'm
stand
ready
Liam,
for
and I really did consider like leaving the live because like he won't concede to anything. His whole shtick is just whining and calling people liberals and atheists, and there's no substance to
Really?
anything he has to say.
I really love how they think that atheist is an insult.
I know. Shocker. I would have never put that together. So Liam, what was your bullshit Bible passage? Proverbs 23, verse what?
20 through 21.
All right, let's see what some ancient back-asswards person thought. Do not be among wine bibbers, or among gluttoners, or eaters of meat, for the drunkard and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe them with rags. All right, why should this make me a Christian? Is this just you doing the whole, oh my God, you shouldn't be gluttonous and you shouldn't be fat because you're fat and blah, 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 blah. Is that all this is?
I mean, you're smarter than I thought you were. You actually can.
And you're a cunt. So what now? This is super
Got
pathetic.
you, Porky.
Oh, he's doing the fake laugh that they do when they're about to cry.
Just the fact that he
we've
had
never
to
seen this one before.
the fact that he has to unmute to continue his like forced laughter is very embarrassing.
Yeah, he sounds like the Joker. He's
good.
Yeah, Liam, we get it. You're a cunt and you're a bad person.
you.
You're a nasty human being and you don't have any arguments for Christianity.
You want to debate?
So the only thing no, there's no debating you. There's no debating you.
Are you just going to keep...
No, I'm going to do that. And I'm not
Have
gonna...
you just is your live just attracting the unfuckables today?
Well, yeah, I mean, listen, like Christians like Liam, they get angry at the fact that I own their asses on the Bible. So the only thing they can do is attack my weight. But I'll be thinner next month and they'll still be assholes in the future. So, you know, I'm bettering myself, but Liam is stuck being an unfuckable.
Yeah,
Honestly, Dalton, you already look thinner. I'm not sure if it's the haircut or what, but
It's
I've
the
only been
haircut.
following you for a little while, but you do look thinner.
I like to think it's the haircut.
Is RC still here? I kind of want to speak to him, but I kind of also don't.
I blocked him.
Oh, okay. He is in the views though, so maybe you've blocked a different account.
Oh, if he's here, if I find out they're here, I'll just block him again. Hi, Ella. Welcome back.
Hiya. How's it going?
Oh, you know how it is. Just childish men. Contradict says Dalton is perfect. You know what? Contradicting. I'll take it. Thank you. No degree required is going to come up now. They are at least 18. We know they go by he, him, and they're a Christian. No degree required. Are you here once again to tell me that I should be a Christian because of hell and then not justify why I should think hell exists?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you let me up already. Well, I was just gonna ask you, when are you gonna change the topic so you and I can talk about something different than this?
Because you don't have any good reason why I should be a Christian?
It's
But
just
you know-
another example of like, I'm sorry, no degree, but like, did God make your voice that way on purpose or like as a cruel joke?
I think I wouldn't call it a cruel joke.
I definitely would.
Often women are mesmerized by the way I speak.
That's not true.
Then
No
go
woman on this
talk to
planet.
women.
Wait a minute.
You're spending every night talking to atheists. Go talk to
Here.
some women and mesmerize them.
record.
Bye.
Wait a minute. I've got 3 women on the panel.
Actually, it's
I'll ask each and every one of them one by one. Is anyone here from starting from Ella and going down to Chloe and then Believe? Is anyone here mesmerized by No Degree's voice?
Can you speak? Because I haven't really heard him.
Here, yeah, say some bullshit again, No Degree.
Well, I do not believe the Bible endorses the owning of human beings.
Jump scare. Jump scare.
I'm sorry. Did he really ask if we were mesmerized by his voice?
Maybe
Yeah, degree required. I would rather shit in my fucking hands than listen to you speak.
Well, maybe mesmerized isn't the quiet. Maybe,
Yeah, that was a very strong word. I think you should maybe
Maybe
think
it's
about
might be a better
like
Have you heard
the feeling you get when you hear the Jaws music playing is more likely like, you know, get your pepper spray out, ladies.
more like
I
spinning
think
monkeys?
probably
More
smitten
like
is a
spinning
better
monkeys,
word.
though. To be totally honest.
if I was like in
What
a
does
bar and I
smitten mean,
heard
by
your
the way?
voice, degree required. Can I speak? If If I was in a bar and I heard your voice, I would immediately cover my drink.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Immediately. I would go to the bar and ask for Angela. Like, you are absolutely not.
You would
And
ask for
So
what?
that outdated profile
Did you say you would ask?
picture, like that suggests he is the type of person he would do something like that because he apparently wants it back to the good old days when he could smoke a pipe and had full head of hair.
So, No Degree, are you just here to complain about the fact that you don't like the topic, or are you going to actually engage and tell me why I should be a Christian? Because every single second of this live is making me less and less of a Christian by the second.
I just wish you would change the topic so you and I,
Oh.
you know,
Oh my God, I just wish you would change the
is
topic.
committed to-
Oh my God.
But if
Start your own live.
no.
Yeah,
I
I
will.
agree.
I
I
will
would.
later.
You would lose the ability to speak.
But I mean, the Bible guy
No
used to
degree.
be a
No
Christian, right?
No degree. No degree. No one here is dying to hear what you have to say. If you really want to talk about what you want to talk about, go start your own lives and see how popular they
But-
become.
Yeah.
I know Bible guy
But
says he
nobody
knows the
nobody
Bible,
here, right? And we
and
all
I'm
do
highly
here.
skeptical of that. That's all. So I
You
think we
can, and
kinda
you
talk about
can
something.
be. So start a live about the Bible guy and how bad he is at the Bible.
Yeah. Let's see how
Well,
that
if he would
goes for
join
you.
my live, I would do that. Would you join my
No
live?
one's going to join your live. That's the point, No
Well-
Degree. No one wants to listen to you speak. People just let you up because you're fodder until other Christians come up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, until other Christians come up,
Anyways. God, sorry, my ears were starting
That
to
was
bleed.
an amazing ending. Amazing.
Yeah. What a whiner. Whiners are wieners, they say, and it's true. All right.
Mesmerized is such a strong and very wrong word to use.
Yeah. Don't we want Christians to come up? Yes, but I would love if the Christians who come up would not come up to complain, like No Degree, but would actually engage in the topic. And for some reason, the Christians tonight don't want to get engaged in the topic. They don't want to tell me why I should become a Christian.
No Degree just said run away, but the topic is why should I be Christian, not how many women are mesmerized by No Degree's voice, which so far in my experience has been zero.
And
Yes,
also, yes, women should run away from you, Degree. They should.
NB with the $2 saying Degree is getting mogged by an entire panel. RIP. Yeah, absolutely. That was fun. Love that. And we're going to bring up 007 in just a second, but I'm going to read these super chats. At Calicia with the $5. Liam for the whining over pronouns. There you go. And then one last one, NB with the $2. Trolls do what they do because they don't have Yowie. I know. You love Yowie. There we go. Love that. They're whining about LGBTQ, whining about pronouns, whining about the topic. I know. All they do is whine. All they do is whine. Can I come back and say the smitten is a better word? No.
That's even fucking worse. Like,
No one here is smitten with your voice. Now, if Zach Hoffman was here, Zachary Hoffman, then there would be someone up here that we could be smitten over. But
Because they're not prepared, you can attack. What did she say? Their characteristics. Why would they come up to a live questioning Christians if they weren't prepared? It's not our fault that the Christians are ill prepared for the questions that other people might ask them.
yeah, what she said. Anyways, so let's see. We got here ZK. ZK, I'm going to ask you 3 preliminary questions and then we'll get to the conversation at hand. Question number 1, are you at least 18 years old?
oh, they lie.
Oh, all right. That was short-lived. His voice is as mesmerizing as Trump's. It depends on the brand of Christianity. Well, if you have a brand of Christianity you'd like to come up here and give me a good reason why I should believe in it, come on up. Let's have a conversation. Just don't be a dick, and I won't be a dick. It's that simple. Do you ever let friendlies that are trying to become a host like you up to try out their chops? I have to know the person before I let them stay up. I have to have seen them in action elsewhere before I trust them like that. Can you talk about Paul versus women? Well, actually, here's the thing about Paul versus women. The authentic Paul was not very anti-woman, but like the pseudo Paul is. So there are 13 Pauline epistles. 7 of them are authentic to Paul, and the remainders not actually written by Paul. And it's in those works, like for example, 1st and 2nd Timothy, that you get the most misogynistic words. Now, there is one section of 1 Corinthians which is misogynistic, but most scholars are convinced that this segment was also added into Paul's work and that Paul didn't actually say that thing. The not Pauls were the Dickies. Yeah, they were. Exactly. Actually. All right. Period. I don't know why you keep asking to come up and then immediately leaving. Which section of Timothy? All of 1st and 2nd Timothy were not authentic to Paul. I was on YouTube, but came over here because I saw you were only interacting with TikTok. I'm seeing you guys over on TikTok, and I love all of you. I mean, on YouTube, and I love you so much. Yeah, but the thing is, like, the TikTok one is right here, and the YouTube one's over here. And so, like, I do sometimes. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm looking at you right now over on YouTube, and I love you so much, and I thank you for your comments. But it's the I'm not capable of multitasking like that. I'm just a very typical man. But thank you for being over here. Contradictions, they're shy. Maybe that's why Period won't come up, because they're shy. He's looking at you. Let's see. Thank you so much, Proclast Apostle. Love that. Anyways, everyone, make sure you tap that screen, share the live with those you love, with those you hate, with your friends and with your enemies. Let's get the word out there so we can have some interesting conversations. I would love to talk to a Christian who is kind and answers questions and not into an asshat. That'd be fantastic.
I think we deconstructed them all, don't we?
Yeah, all the good Christians like are deconstructing right now, and all the bad ones want to come up and call me fat. That seems to be what's happening here. But we have here Storm 420. Storm, I'm going to ask you 3 questions and we'll get to the conversation. Are you at least 18 years old? What was that? You're not, I can't hear you. Are you covering up your mic or something?
They may have headphones in.
Oh, and they're gone. And they're back. Hello.
Hello?
There we go. Are
Hi.
you at least 18 years old?
Yes.
What pronouns do you go by?
She, her?
And are you a Christian?
Yes.
All right. Storm, why should I be a Christian?
I feel like the reason I choose Christianity myself is just because that I like the feeling that I get when I do praise and prayer to God. I like the feeling that I get when I talk with God. And it's just, I don't know, it's a really good feeling. I'm also a little bit of a different Christian. I take it as a solo route. I'm actually against church. I don't go to church. I feel like God and Christianity, it's a very like you and your God. And even though we all share God, each path is different. So I feel like the reason why you should try to look into Christianity is because I feel like everyone walks a different path with God. And that's a big misconception with Christianity, is everyone thinks that you have to be perfect or you have to do it by a certain way. And that's not what it really means. So, I mean, if you really were looking at being a Christian, I would suggest just opening the book and kind of educating yourself.
Yeah, Dalton, you should look into being a Christian.
So
You should read that book.
I, the Bible guy, should open up the Bible and read it. So The reason I'm an atheist today, Storm, is because I read the Bible and I studied it deeply. I learned the original languages. I learned the context, the culture, because I was a Christian and I wanted to be a very good Christian. And when I read this book, I found out it wasn't true. And that's why I'm not a Christian anymore.
Can I ask you what in the book you read that you feel like is not true?
Yeah, I found out, for example, like this says that the earth is a circle, like a flat circle, but the earth isn't a flat circle. That was one thing that it got wrong.
All right. Was that God's word saying that the earth was flat, or was that one of his disciples' words saying the earth was flat?
That was the prophet Isaiah speaking as the prophet does for God.
Storm, why would you believe in stories that you haven't fully consumed yourself? That you have to actually ask atheists to explain to you?
I didn't ask atheists to explain the story. I asked him to explain where in the story he got that from, and I was asking his interpretation of the text.
Specifically? So give us the story specifically in your own words, since you know which story he was talking about.
Okay, first of all, I did not realize the exact story he was talking about, which is why I asked for clarification. Second of all,
And I just
never
said
came-
that. I'm sorry, I just said that, and then you said, well, how do you know I didn't know? So, like...
Because that's not what I said. What I came up and said was I was just asking his interpretation of what he was explaining, what he found in the Bible that made him feel that way. I was just asking his interpretation of the
We were
text.
all here for this conversation. You don't have to restate it. Anyway, let's go through some verses.
This is the prophet speaking for God. It is he who sits above the circle of the earth. Is the earth a circle?
Is it not a circle? I mean, a sphere is a circle, is it not?
No, a circle is two-dimensional, a sphere is three-dimensional. It's like a square and a cube aren't the same thing. A
At
triangle,
the time in which the scripture was written, did we know the difference between sphere and circle?
they had two different words in the Hebrew language. Isaiah 22, God says to Shebna, I will throw you like a ball into the field. They had
Also, there were pyramids in Egypt. So we obviously knew how 3 dimensions worked because pyramids existed.
Yeah, they had a word, the Hebrew word dor, spelled dalet vav resh, means ball or sphere, and the word chug means and she's gone. All right.
Right.
Well, so much for the Bible. Let me get that out. Track star, she's a runner. I thought she was gonna say it at the time it was written flat. I mean, listen, we did have someone today. Was that on my live or on someone else's live? I think that was on Equality's live.
It was on his live.
We had a Christian today tell Equality that the earth used to be flat and then it became a sphere because of the flood.
The thing I wanted to mention about that was just thinking about physics logically, the best it could do is go from a sphere to a circle, because it's like right now, like it's an, what is it, oblique spheroid. So it's like gravity's gonna stretch it out closer to a disc. I don't know. Either way, it was crazy.
Alex says,
Right. It's easier to go from a globe to a disc than a disc to a globe using gravity.
Alex says, can someone run contingency here, bruh? Yeah. God is a contingent being because without human minds, God would not exist. Thus, God is a contingent being.
I have a confession, Dalton.
Yes, Chloe.
I have been, okay, so if there's any of E's like regular viewers in here, I've been trolling E for the last 2 weeks on a fake account, and I keep telling him that I don't, so there's a Christian cross in the name. I can't change it. I've been trying to change it, but I can't do it until tomorrow. Anyway, I've been trolling them for the last like two weeks ish, saying that I don't believe in God or Jesus. I believe in Mary. And every time I comment, they're like, "Oh, this is the one that believes in Mary," and I'm just sat behind my phone giggling. Like he's been getting like really, really annoyed. Like, why do you believe it? And I'm like, I don't know, I just do. Like, if anything happened, that was it.
You should do that to Josh. You should also do that to Josh.
Yeah.
Someone
Did
said,
you keep the accent, or did you try to like disguise your voice?
No, I've just been in the comments.
Oh, okay.
But it is great. It's so fun.
make the cases. I think this dude is just thirsty. Nope. I got a whole ass bottle of water here. I am good to go, bud. I'm fully hydrated. Let's see. I will never step back into another so-called church. Nothing but groomers and pedophiles greed. Oh, and then NB with the $2 says, is Chloe low-key genuinely my spirit animal chat? There you go. Got some Chloe love in the comments.
Love that.
Let's see. Agree with you 100%. Thank you, Sam. Much appreciated. Bring me a gaggle of giggles right now. Contra, what are you on about now? Can you steel man the contingency argument? Yeah, like the contingency argument that, you know, the universe is made of contingent things, but there must be some necessary thing that all contingent things are contingent on. But I don't think that's true. I don't think there's any reason to think that there's a necessary being. As far as I can tell, existence itself is just necessary. God is contingent because it wouldn't exist without human beings. It's contingent on human minds.
I feel like I should log into that account and go and troll Josh because he's live, but I'm gonna have to like put on an accent.
Make cases. What? Existence is necessary? As far as I can tell, I don't think I've never been given any evidence that there wasn't a time when there wasn't something that existed. You had to exist. It's not logically possible you could fail to exist. It's not logically possible you could fail to exist. It's not logically possible that I could fail to exist. I could fail to exist. I mean, I don't understand what you're saying.
That's literally what happens, like when your heart and brain stop working, right?
I mean, yeah, I could die and then I will fail to exist.
Understanding what they're saying, right?
I've been brainstorming an atheistic comic, and Steel Man and Strawman are both definitely in there. It's funny. Contingent means dependent upon other things to exist. I know what contingent is. Make the case. Why don't you come up here? Oh, you're cutting out there, bud. But they believe Noah's Ark. Okay. Yeah, they do believe in silly magical things. That is true. What are you doing down there? Get up here. Here, get up here.
Dalton, my friend Jordan in the comments just said I'd read the Bible if it had more pictures or a pop-up version.
Oh, okay. I would suggest getting the Action Bible. It's a comic book of the Bible. Let's see. The Action Bible is fun. It's even got the story where David like gets the 200 foreskins. Also, religion has been around thousands of years. I can't start now. Need a box set.
He
I know.
made me absolutely crease last night. We were on live on my little fake account, and he was like juggling his hands around, and he was like, "Guess what this is?" I said, "What?" He said, "Jesus trying to catch a Malteser." I was like, "Oh my god," because the holes in his hand.
Mwah. Mwah. You can't see the dog, so anyone walking in right now, all they see is me doing this. Mwah, mwah. Anyways, okay. A wet box set. Love that Contra Deity. 6-7. Existence doesn't exist. It's a property of things that exist. Like, it's just a description. Yeah, existence is actually just technically a description, I suppose. Let's see. Why are you so licky right now? I need to learn how to do that. Learn how to do what? Also, how geography determines your religion is so ridiculous. Yeah. If I'm born in the Middle East, the likelihood that I might be Muslim and not Christian is like pretty high. But anyways, where are all the Christians at? Christians, if you're worried that I'm going to be mean to you, the only reason I was mean to my previous guests is because they were assholes. No other reason. I kissed the tip once, but took a lot of stretching. Nice. Good for you, Jordan. Love that for you. Geo Godfrey. See. I mean, honestly, got a lot of people. It's because I got a freaking violation warning. Your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Well, fuck you, TikTok.
It's crazy that you're the one that like gets harassed.
Yeah, I get called fat, but as soon as I clap back, I get flagged with harassment and bullying. Whatever. I'm new here. What do you believe? I believe in anything which has been demonstrated to exist. Jesus was 5'1". He was the short king of kings. It's funny. Pretty sure the average height of most people were much shorter back in the day. So a lot of us would look like giants compared to Jesus, probably. Can you prove this experience is real? To you? No, I can't prove it to you. I can only have my own subjective experience of reality, and I can demonstrate that at least my own mind exists. How tall are you? 5'9". And still growing.
Dalton, when you nipped into my live last night, that live lasted maybe 10 minutes. I cannot argue with pro-lifers anymore. I can't do it.
I just tell them, listen, give me one good reason why I should give any moral consideration to a fetus prior to 24 weeks. And they can't.
Yeah. The last dude that I had up before I ended, I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. It really upsets me, but he came up and was like, oh, I agree with your prompt, because obviously it's the femicide one too. And he was like, yeah, I agree with your prompt. 3 million women are unalived every year in their mother's womb. I was like, yep, end the live, bye. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, yeetus the fetus, I say. At Parker Evans with the $20. Keep up the hard work, Dalton. It will pay off one day. Body shamers can get wrecked. Thank you, Parker. Much appreciated, bud. And at Dr. Brian Peck with the $2. Google says good chance Jesus was 5'3". So I'm taller than Jesus. Jesus looks up to me, y'all. Well, mostly because he's, dead. Therefore, if I stood over Jesus's bones, his skull would look up to me, probably. What was that? Wait a minute. How can someone prioritize an unborn fetus to a woman? It's so sad. Yeah, it is sad. Yeetus the fetus.
It's not even just that either. They were comparing they were saying that abortion is as bad as femicide, and they were basically saying that femicide doesn't exist. I gave them a source, and there's like, I'm not going to go to a completely biased website. I was like, yeah, but you can search the government website and see that it was actually declared a national emergency. So,
Shell Nuki, I don't talk to solipsis. You can sit in a closet all day and wonder about whether or not reality is real. I talk to people who agree with me that reality is real. And Period was here for a second and then disappeared. Period. But you can't prove it? Not to you, I can't. Not to a solipsist. Sounds like yeah, exactly. As Courtney says to you, sounds like a you problem. Oh God. Or should I say, oh Yed. Yed, are you here to demonstrate that you have magical powers yet?
oh, is this the dude that said he was God?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they can't figure out the fucking mute button, but they're God. Are you here to perform my miracle yet and make this into wine?
Just don't drop me. Let me talk something.
Let you talk something? How about you show something? Turn this into wine.
If you think it is a wine, it will be a wine.
Really? All right. Wine. Fucking hell, no, it
Let's
wasn't.
talk about another
Holy
thing,
shit.
please.
Oh my God, it was still hot sauce. Crazy shit. Anyways, you're full of shit. Why should I not think you're just a delusional, crazy ass person on TikTok who thinks they're God?
So I'm Christian, so
You want to take
call me
all my.
whatever you want.
She has to take all the fucking. She's like, here, let me just sit next to you. Take up all this spot. There you go. Anyway, sorry, I was more focused on my dog than you because my dog isn't a crazy person. So, why should I think you're God?
I have some premises. Are you going to hear me out?
Some premises? Okay, here. If you got premises here, let me grab something real quick. Let me see.
There is no
Wait. Before we get started with your premises, I need to pull up my notepad and we'll run your little syllogism. Okay, let me see.
Do you have your pen?
One second, buddy. All right. Premise number 1.
There is no such thing as being called Christianity.
Called Christianity. That's a silly thing. So, okay. We'll get to that in a second. Premise number 2.
There is only God.
Okay. There is only God. Got a third premise?
So I am God.
Conclusion. Crazy person.
I feel like that wasn't a
is
premise. I feel like
God.
that was more of a statement.
Okay, so let's talk about number 1. There is no such thing as a being called Christianity. There's a religion and it's called Christianity and its members are called Christians. So that's objectively false. Bad start. Premise number 2.
What?
There is only God. Prove that there even is God.
My first premise is there is no such thing as a Christianity. There is only God, yes?
But nope, you're objectively wrong. There is in fact a thing called Christianity. Watch this. Yeah, I'll pull up good old Google, type in Christianity, and go to the Wikipedia article. Christianity as an Abrahamic monotheistic religion based on the Bible and the teachings of Jesus. Yeah, so Christianity does exist as a religion, so there really is a thing called Christianity. In fact, I was once a member of the religion, so you are objectively incorrect. There is a thing called Christianity. So premise 1, we'll just strike that out. Wrong. Premise number 2, there is only God. Prove that there even is God. I'm not God. The closest thing to God in my life is Well, I'm not gonna. She's out there. She's working right now. So prove that there is a God.
You're talking now, so that makes the existence of God visible.
Wait, slow down. Me what? What was your argument for God's existence?
You're talking.
I'm talking. So I guess we gotta start a new syllogism here. Premise number 1, I'm talking. Premise number 2, this is your argument for God. Premise number 1, I'm talking. What's premise number 2?
Yeah. No. Being you're talking is proof the existence of God.
Nope. My ability to talk is evidence that I have a mouth, that I have vocal cords, and that I'm not fucking dead. That's all that's evidence for.
No.
It's not evidence for
You learn
God.
symbol. No. You learn alphabet.
Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm losing brain cells talking to you. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't drop you right now.
Why you drop me? Let's discuss it.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't drop you.
You learn symbol, yes?
Nope. I didn't learn jack shit from you. Says the guy who doesn't even know about a thing called Christianity.
What a crazy claim.
I roll my eyes every time I've talked to several nut jobs who have claimed to be God. Man.
How's your eyesight, Dalton?
Still very much cannot see. So, what was her name? Justina? If you're out there, Justina, you failed on the pearl prayer thing. Yeah. I'm so waiting for that argument one day. Yeah, I know, MB. Me too. She blocked me, by the way. She who?
I think Justina.
Justina blocked you, Saint Brianna? That's funny.
Did she do her own lives?
I wasn't aware of this, but it sounds like probably just going around to people and praying for them. I asked for her to help with my eyes, and me too. And here we are. Still blind AF. Wait, why can't Dalton see? Because Justina failed to do magic on me. Yeah. Anyways, that I think is the end of our show because there are no Christians who want to come up and talk to us. The only people who want to talk to us are lunatics. So, with that, make sure you're following both Chloe and Scientific Snitch. They both do their own lives, both do great content. Let's see who's live right now that I can send you guys over to. I know that in an hour.
I think Josh is on.
Is he?
He was when I joined here. So
let's take a look. Ooh, my stomach. Let's see. He is not live right now, but Trust But Verify is live. So I'm going to send you all over to people, over to Trust But Verify. Tell them that the Bible guy sent you. And with that, I've been the Bible guy. Remember to keep reading, keep learning, and we'll see you all again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye. Thank you, ladies, for coming up.
Thank you.
Born from dust and questioning fire, wielding truth like a sword of desire. Ancient scrolls and cosmic flame, he tears through myth, he breaks the chain. Echoes of prophets, the scars align, knowledge and thunder intertwine. Reason ascends where blind faith fell. He reads the word and he reads it well. The Bible guy, seeker of the light, Through time and fire, he lights the night with reason's blade and wisdom's cry. The world shall hear the Bible guide. Scrolls of ages, words of flame. He dares to question every name. From Eden's dawn to Calvary's sky, he breaks the chains of